Hey, it's the Kratom Gals. We are live. Welcome to, you know what? I have the wrong thing up here. It's like a live stream when I don't even have the right script in front of me. And where is it? Oh,
Have
there's
you
my
had your
script.
Dr. Pepper today, Madalyn?
I'm drinking my Dr. Pepper right now, but where the heck am my script? I'm looking at like the Twitter spaces. Y'all bear with us if you're here live. Wow, where did it go? Okay, I don't have my script. Well, I will just wing it then. Hello, welcome to the Kratom Gals. And thank you for watching the replay of for anybody that's here at the very beginning. We're very professional, in case you couldn't tell. I'm Madalyn Sklar, host of the Kratom Stories podcast, Kratom Real Talk Forum. I started the Kratom Gals live stream that we're doing right here because it's just really cool getting a bunch of people together to share their thoughts about Kratom. We watch videos and talk about it. It's so important to do. Look, this space is presented solely for educational purposes. It is not intended as a substitute for the advice of a physician or other medical professional. We're just a community that comes together. We come on here, we talk, we share our own knowledge and personal experience. So thank y'all for joining the Kratom Gals. We got like some cool videos we're going to watch today. And we're also going to do an unboxing. Some of y'all are probably wondering, Madalyn, why is there a tripod behind you? What's going on? We're going to, in just a little bit, unbox a t-shirt I ordered, Kratom Pals. You know, there's Kratom Gals. We're wearing our Kratom Gals. See? Kratom Gals t-shirts.
Kratom Gals shirt, though.
Well, I ordered my Kratom Pals because we do have those available now. I ordered one and it came in a box. I'm like, what the heck did Carrie from Miss T's merch send me besides one t-shirt? So I thought we'd do a special unboxing. So we're going to do that in just a little bit. So great having everybody here. Who are the Kratom Gals? Me, Madalyn Sklar, and who else do we have here? Maybe Misty Brown?
Misty Brown, a.k.a. the tealeafpodcast, or a.k.a. Miss T's. I'm a 5-year Kratom consumer, advocate, activist.
Awesome.
My name is Jennifer Gillis, a.k.a. Winifred Jenkins. I'm a 5-year Kratom consumer. I take it for chronic pain, and it's changed my life for the better. So I like that Madalyn started this, and we could all come together and, go over all the ridiculous stuff that's all over the social media and the TV, everywhere you look. I'm glad that we can correct it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm Venus, Kratom Butterfly, also Kratom Miracles, and I'm from Delaware. I have been drinking Kratom tea for almost 8 years, and I haven't looked back since. I just want to tell everybody about it so everybody else can be free like we are.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we're loud, proud advocates.
Yeah,
we just are so compelled to share how much this has helped us. So we appreciate y'all being here, watching us live. Be sure to share this live stream. Don't keep this a secret. Let people know about it. It is just a great way to help spread the word about this every week that we come together and do. We got a bunch of people here. We got John Martin. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Carrie's here, so we're going to be doing the unboxing.
Hi,
The
Carrie.
Miss T's merch unboxing. We got Gretchen here. Brent's
Brent.
here.
Brent. Carrie,
And
my cousin.
Christine.
And,
we got Venus's
the Kratom
mom.
friend.
Yeah, we got a lot. So I'm a Pip says, happy to say I ordered a shirt. Going to order another one next week. Awesome.
Thank you.
That's great. Nice. The Kratom friend.
Hey.
And we got Christine's here. Welcome. And Rebecca's here. It's always great seeing all of our cool friends here. And I guess this means that the Facebook comments are working, unlike last week.
For now it is.
I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them. Okay, so Craig, so Craig, is this a new profile? Yet another profile, the Kratom friend?
Yeah, he's posting some cool memes on there too.
And we got
as usual.
Lady B here with us. Always great seeing everybody. And you can watch us from all over the internet. We are live. We are broadcasting live to so many different places right now. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're trying to make our way to live streaming this on the TikTok, but we have to jump through a lot of hoops to get it on TikTok. So hopefully one day we will make our way on there as well. But anyway, we're so glad y'all are here. Let's hang out. Let's watch some videos. Boy, this just threw me off since my script. I couldn't find my script and I have to just wing it. I don't know where it is. I'm on my desktop computer. That's just not working so well these days. And I got a new laptop, but I'm still setting it up. So I don't know where it disappeared to. That was weird. Okay. So we're going to watch a video real quick with Craig. We like to kick off the each week with a few little clips from the Kratom Stories podcast with the latest episode. This is episode number 34 with Craig Burlingame, who is here right now hanging out with us as the Kratom friend. He says this is his Kratom only Facebook. Good to know. Thanks, Craig.
Okay.
So we're going to play a couple of clips from this new episode with Craig. If you haven't heard it yet, be sure to go check it out. kratomstoriespodcast.com. You can also listen on YouTube, where we have all podcast episodes on YouTube now. I know a lot of people are listening to it through the YouTube. I'm so glad I got them
Really?
all up. Yeah, I'm like so surprised. I wasn't sure if anybody would, but they are. So that's cool. So I'm going to play a couple of quick little clips of this. Get this show really going, and then I think we'll do the Miss T's merch unboxing after this. So let's take a listen to Craig.
There's still people that treat it like it's 1934, like it's reefer madness. It's incredible. This is a leaf, and it's not like the regular like cocaine and heroin and all those poppy plants where you have to do stuff to it. It's a regular leaf. You dry it out, you crush it up. There's the powder. There it is. The alkaloids are a true miracle of nature.
So true.
So that's the first little clip. It's an amazing plant. I mean, I think that's why we're always all screaming from the rooftops, telling people about how amazing it is. It's like, it's hard to like keep that to yourself, right? It's like, this is an amazing plant. People need to know about it. I'm going to play another clip. It's pretty short, so y'all can take a quick listen.
But the effects were truly, truly amazing. And I messed with my dose. I found my sweet spot and I stuck with it. I've journaled every single time I've ever done it. I'm up to like over 1,000 doses since 2022.
Wow.
And I've kept 3 journals. I want to make sure if anything happens, which I doubt it will, that I can trace it back to this event. I write down the effects. I rate from 1 to 5. I rate how good it is. And I stick with the vendors I know that are going to be guaranteed to help me. I've run into people say, oh, I tried it once, it didn't work. Kratom doesn't work, it's a placebo. And I don't understand. I mean, okay, it didn't work for you. That doesn't mean it doesn't work for everyone else.
Oh,
Exactly.
just a couple of awesome little clips there. Just great conversation we had. And
Yeah, it was a good episode. I really enjoyed listening to it.
yeah. Well, it's great getting to know some of our friends in the community that like we chat with on social media, but so different when like you sit down and record an interview and get to learn more of their story.
Yeah, because you don't hear everybody's whole story
No.
or just their personality, just getting to sit and listen to everybody that's part of the community and listen to their story and their personality. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Definitely. All right. Should we do the special unboxing? That's why some of y'all are probably going, why is there a tripod? Everything's backwards. Why is there a tripod right there? So, I have my phone set up on a tripod. There's a box behind me. You can't see it. You'll see when I move. I'm going to move over there. Be very behind the scenes. You'll get to see me like set up over there. I'm going to unbox. All they did was order 1 t-shirt from Miss T's merch from Carrie, a Kratom Pals. You know what? Let me pull that up real quick and show everybody.
Dude, I gotta give me one. I have like, I want so many.
I know.
But I'm trying to choose between only 2 this time.
They're very cool shirts.
I like the
They're
one.
very
I
cool
like
shirts.
I think I'm gonna get one like yours this next time for sure. Your t-shirt, Madalyn.
Which
I
one?
like the color and it's the one you're wearing right now.
I love this color.
Yeah, I like that.
I love this one.
I think I'm gonna get that one.
Yeah, let me pull up site real quick so we can show everybody what we're getting ready to look at here. So if you go to Miss T's merch, you can also just go to kratomstoriespodcast.com/t-shirts. So this is the little section on the site. When you scroll down a bit, you'll see all the different Kratom Gals t-shirts. There are all different kinds to choose from. Plus, if you want something customized, Carrie will work with you.
Yeah, she's
Like
amazing.
I like a very specific brand. I'm just picky. Like I need it to be super soft and comfortable. If it doesn't fit me well, I'm not going to wear it. That's how I am with t-shirts. And I'm a
Right.
t-shirts girl. Like all I wear are
Yep.
t-shirts. So there's a brand I really like. So she works with me on that. This one is I have this one too, this Kratom Real Talk in the light blue. I have that. I love that shirt. It is so soft and comfortable. So let's show y'all the new. These are the new ones, the Kratom Pals. Look, t-shirts, got hoodies, we got tank tops.
I'm grabbing me a Kratom Pals tank top for sure because I love that. She's so patient too, if I could just add, because I'm horrible about buying clothes online. Because I don't know, I just don't measure. I'm not good at it. But she was very patient with me with doing the tank top, and it fit perfect.
That's awesome.
And look at all those colors.
I love all these styles,
Yeah.
colors. But again, if you want something very specific, you let her know. So I wanted this like a blue with the white text, but I wanted a very specific brand. So it's more of a denim wash kind of look. I can't wait to open it up. There was a TikTok video that Carrie from Miss T's merch made. So I did a duet of it yesterday as playing like the first 5 seconds of her showing the shirt. And if anybody saw that video, the one on the left is the one I ordered. That's it. So it's now in the box behind me. We're going to open it up together so y'all can see. Oh, we got more people here. Let's see what's going on. We got, Carrie says, yes, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes have to try different strains, different doses. Oh, I think these are from.
That's about Kratom.
So, sorry. I'm like realizing I need
I
to
just switch on.
catch up on the comments here. Anita's here. Welcome.
Hey, Anita.
Hey, Anita.
John says, I'm on day 15 post-op spinal
Damn.
fusion surgery. Wow. So 15
I hope
more
that's
days
going
of
okay.
a
That
Kratom
sounds
break.
horrible.
It
Yeah.
does.
And he's got a Kratom shirt. It's the bomb. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Heidi's here.
Hey,
Dr.
Heidi.
Hey, Heidi.
The doctor's in. I love
Doctor's
saying
in.
that. I don't know why.
And Twinkle's here.
Hey,
Hey, Twinkle.
Twinkle.
We got Britt Baby Cakes
Brit Baby
here.
Cakes.
Britt.
It's so nice seeing everybody. Y'all just keep posting your
Yeah,
comments.
I like
Nice seeing y'all.
Yeah, I remember.
I
your
love
shirt,
that.
John.
Yeah, so Carrie says the TikTok doesn't show the true colors. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I
from the
got to
front.
get a tie-dye one. I love how she does each of the t-shirts herself. Like she tie-dyes them herself. So they're all, they're all different. They're all unique. That's a lot of work.
So Carrie says so in the I'll go pull up that TikTok video. We'll watch it together because it actually be cool for y'all to see it before I unbox because I'm actually duetting it and showing the box. Like I'm gonna unbox this. So it shows two of them of the Kratom Pals. I know the one on the left is the one I ordered. There was a black one on the right. So Carrie says that's the one that Mac Hadow ordered, which is so
Wow,
amazing.
that
That
is
Mac
so
Hadow
cool.
from the American Kratom Association ordered one because he was here watching this last week.
Yep.
That's just
That's
amazing. Hey,
amazing.
That
Yoda.
is amazing.
Hey, Yoda.
Yeah.
Hey, Yoda.
Hey,
Let
Yoda.
me go pull
Hey,
up
Renee.
that video real quick. Just give me 1 second. And I had issues trying to do a duet. Misty, I was about to call you. Like I was struggling. That duet did not want to work for me. And it's like, I mean, I don't normally do those duets, but it wouldn't let me. The audio thing was a big problem. It made me have a microphone. So I put my AirPods on, and then the whole volume between the background music of Carrie's video with me trying to talk, I didn't like adjust it, and it still didn't. I wasn't very happy with it, but I did the most it would let me do.
Yeah, usually when you do a duet with somebody who's got music playing on it, it's just do a duet without talking.
Well, I wanted to talk about. I'm going to unbox this. I mean, not a duet, a stitch. It was a stitch.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. Okay, I know which video you're talking about. But yeah, if you're trying to do a stitch and somebody's got music playing on it, it's gonna play that track.
Christina wants to know, where do I find the tie-dye? MissTeesMerch.com.
Okay, she sees them now.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to like stay on top of this. So I'm not reading the bottom ones. I'm reading like where I left off. So, okay. Thank y'all. Y'all are so good in the comments talking to each other. Okay. I'm going to play it real quick and then we'll unbox. So this is me doing a stitch of Carrie's video. All right, I'm going to unbox what you just saw, Kratom Pals t-shirt. It's in here. I ordered it from Misty's merch. I'm going to unbox it tomorrow, Saturday, live on the Kratom Gals live stream. Unfortunately, we're not able to live stream TikTok at this time, but you can watch us over on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. You can go by just looking up Kratom Stories Podcast on any of those social media platforms. Or if you go to my TikTok bio underneath, you'll see the Linktree link. And in there, I have a link to the Kratom Gals live stream. But come watch me open. It's a big box. What else did they put in here? We'll find out from Misty's merch. Join us. Yeah, it's like, what else is in there?
We're going to find out.
Idea.
And also, when you're doing a stitch like that, it doesn't let you edit anything. I couldn't you see me putting my hand to turn off my phone to stop recording. I'm like, oh my
really?
God.
I'm still getting you like the hang of everything.
It
Did y'all
doesn't
see
give
my
you
video with the
features.
voiceover? Like, there's like 500
Yeah, you did some
different
cool
voices.
ones. You did some cool ones.
I'm still messing around, but yeah, I can't wait to see what. Whenever I order anything from Miss T's, like when I open it, it's like I can't wait to order it again because I like everything. So I'm like, oh, I need
Right.
the other two that I had in my cart before, you know.
All right, so look, this is going to be a very DIY, do it yourself, not super pro. I got to go over to my phone right there, go into StreamYard real quick. But it'll be behind the scenes. You'll watch me because I'm going to leave this camera on. I'll mute myself, but I got to go over there, get on StreamYard, come back over here to let me on StreamYard, then go back over there and do the unboxing. So it's just kind of meta, very behind the scenes. So hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. I was in here early playing around with it. Luckily, Venus came early and we tried it real quick. She said it looked fine. So we shall see. Hopefully it'll be.
I was gonna say when we go to if we get to go to Arkansas in October, we need to have like a special edition shirt that everybody wears.
Oh yeah,
like Marshall
We got
Price.
some
And
Yeah.
everything.
ideas. We got some ideas. And I don't know if Heidi's still here, but yeah, like Heidi, I hope you didn't take my message wrong when I messaged you, but I plan on staying at my cousin's in Texarkana.
All right. How's this
All
look?
right.
Does this look all right?
Looks good.
Y'all are so
Great.
tiny on my screen. I can't even see it. And my computer's
good.
way over there. It's too blurry. So these glasses are for up close, not for distance. All right. Is it enough light?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a big box. All I ordered was one t-shirt. So let's see. I haven't looked at this yet. So let's see what Carrie from Miss T's merch sent me. So first we got a card. It seems like it's okay for me to read, Carrie, right? Because this is like just a real friendly. I don't want to read anything that's personal, people said, but it says, Madalyn, thank you for all you do as an advocate. I'm sending samples of everything so you can have more gear to wear on all your shows. Love, Carrie. Oh my God.
Oh,
Carrie.
that's so cool.
Aw.
All right. First of all, purple paper. That's so cool. Oh my God. There's a bunch of stuff in there. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's like a whole bunch of shirts. Holy cow. All I did was order one. Okay. This is the one I ordered. The Kratom. This is I love this color. So this is.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah.
I love that.
I love this brand. If anybody likes this kind of shirt, it's called Next Level Apparel. It's really soft.
See, I'm gonna have to get one.
Because I'm in Southeast
Yeah.
Texas. It's very hot here. I like thin shirts. I can't wear thick shirts. I'm already sweating enough outside as it is. So it's kind of like a stonewashed blue kind of, and the white print. Isn't that just, oh
Yeah,
my
I
God,
like
I'll be
that.
wearing this all the time. All right, let's see what else. Oh my gosh, Carrie, I can't believe you did this. So this is a Kratom Pals, gray on green. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm on freaking mute. I like.
I got a tank
I
top.
love that green.
I got a tank top. Kratom. Oh, I got a Kratom summer tank. Heck yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah.
I love those colors.
I need that when I'm
Oh,
walking my
nice.
dog because I'm always sweating when I'm
Those
in the
colors
walker.
pop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got another tank top. Oh my God. Kratom Gals
I think I'm going to get one of those
with the racer
cut.
back. But wait, there's more. Oh my God. I was wondering why it was such a big box. Okay. Shield High Kratom Warriors. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you.
nice.
That's Brandon's tagline.
That is
You got-
cool.
Brandon Linear, or however you say his last name.
Laney or Lin-
Wow.
I think I say people's names wrong a lot inside of my head because I hear
Yeah,
somebody else saying it.
He's
And
one of
look
our
at pullover
military
hoodie.
veterans.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Kratom Gals
I
pullover
love
hoodie.
that.
Wow, Carrie, I can't believe it. Oh my God, this is like, she like weighted me down with a lot of shirts and a hoodie.
Dude, you definitely have some Kratom Gals merch. I love
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
This is amazing. So if anybody wants to get their own merch like this, plus you can custom anything you want, go to misty'smerch.com or just go to kratomstoriespodcast.com/t-shirts. Make sure there's an S on the end, t-shirts. That'll take you right to the site as well. This is amazing. All right, I'm gonna go back to my desk. So pretty cool, huh?
Okay. Hell yeah,
That is really cool.
man. Look, there she is in the background,
Yeah.
messing with her tripod. She's doing some meta shit.
Dude, that is
Where'd
so
you go?
cool.
Man, Carrie, you ass, you outdid me. I'm just kidding. I was actually rewatching one of the videos I did last year for the July 4th unboxing that I did. You're on mute.
Oh, she pulled a Jennifer. I hate
Okay.
doing that.
I turned the mute off. Well, I needed to mute this for it to work. Otherwise, it would have been picking this up as well. Did the audio
you could
sound
do-
okay?
Yeah,
I did that? All right.
maybe you
that was
could
cool.
do a giveaway on something.
I sure could.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
yeah. That's a
Absolutely.
good idea.
Have people like,
100%.
you come up with the idea on what you want people to do, like join your Real Talk forum or subscribe to your new newsletter, something like that.
Absolutely. Love that idea. I will definitely do that. Yeah, Carrie says that next level is softer than Gildan because I have both of those brands that I've ordered
Yeah.
from her, and
That shirt
next
you're wearing
level.
right now just looks, and that new one that you pulled out, they just look really, really comfortable. I like this one, but
Yeah.
it is a bit thicker. Like, it's good material. Like, the other one that I got from Misty is literally like 2.5 years ago. Like, it's still, it's still good.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to have something besides the tank top to wear, in the heat.
Oh, it's so like my Keep Kratom Legal, which was the first one I bought like a year and a half ago. It's thick and it's like
Yeah.
in the summertime. It's like, man, I'm already like I like the super thin. I still wear it, but like I need super thin. So hey Sam, good to see
Hey,
you.
Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Make sure you wash them inside out though.
Oh, I always do.
Yeah, and I
I've been-
hang dry 'em too.
I've been doing that for a long time because that's how you should always wash your stuff, inside out. So
Hey,
it lasts
Angela.
longer. Great seeing everybody. Gosh, we got so many people here with us. Well, that was fun. If anybody got here late, be sure to watch the replay later when we're done with this broadcast. You can watch me unbox. All I did was order one shirt. Boy, that was so nice of you, Carrie. Thank you. That's why I'm like, I got to do an unboxing on the show because it's like, there's going to be some cool stuff in here, I'm sure.
You can wear a Kratom Gals merch thing every day of the week.
I
now if you wanted
know. I
to.
sure could. And
Yeah.
plus, I already have a whole bunch. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
y'all! I have 3 Kratom Gals, not including today. I have 3 Kratom Gals t-shirts, Kratom Real Talk t-shirt, my Keep Kratom Legal, plus a few others. And I'm just like loaded up now. I'll be Kratom every day with the t-shirts. I love it.
I always wear my merch when I go somewhere. I'm always wearing the merch.
Yeah.
I
never
wanted to
know.
on 4th of July, but I was like, I don't want like something to get on it and mess it up, like a fuse or something.
Right.
Yeah, because you never know. I mean, it's a conversation starter for sure. I've had a couple of conversation starters with it.
I haven't had it yet. I have
I
not.
walk around like this, like hoping somebody will say something. Like, like, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Nobody ever
Better
says-
open.
Nice day we're having.
Yeah. Want to talk about
Misty?
Kratom, maybe?
Carrie says you have 30 shirts, Misty. That's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
That's not enough. Not just kidding.
Well, that was fun opening that up together and y'all us all watching together. I mean, what we do here is reaction videos. I mean, that's like
Yep.
total reaction right there. That's why I wanted to do it here. Thank you all so much for being here live with the Kratom Gals. If you haven't done so yet, be sure to join the mailing list. Go to kratomstoriespodcast.com. We have a weekly newsletter, so you'll always know what we're doing, what's going on with the Kratom Gals, with the Kratom Stories podcast. I saw Angela said I never get a notification. If you're relying on, like Facebook or YouTube for that, the best thing to do is just put a reminder in your phone. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't rely on social media to give me a reminder. So I would just put a reminder in your phone. But anyway, so glad everybody's here with us to hang out. So let's watch our next video. See what y'all think. It was something that came out this week.
Travis Thompson says he was trying to find a way to beat his alcohol addiction, but he still wanted to be social. He still wanted to have a good time. He stumbled upon Kratom and says in the beginning, it was incredible.
It made me feel like I found the answer. It made me feel like I found the key to the mint. It was an easy transition. I mean, I got off alcohol almost instantly.
33-year-old Travis Thompson says he started drinking Kratom tea and then moved on to powders.
It's a whole different thing. And you're like, whoa, I've found the answer. Like I've never had this positivity. I've never had this energy.
But he says the more he used it, the higher the dose he needed.
It would took about 6 months before I found myself in a full-blown opioid addiction. I mean, there was times where during my dosings, I was dosing so high, I was going temporarily blind.
Get out of town.
Almost like having seizures. I couldn't hold my hand still. It would be doing like this.
Kratom is a tropical tree native to Southeast Asia. Its leaves have historically been used for medicinal purposes. It's often used to treat pain, anxiety, and opioid addiction. However, the FDA says the substance is addictive and warns people not to use Kratom because of the risk of serious adverse effects. A CDC report from 2019 found Kratom was a cause in 91 overdose deaths in 27 states.
Incorrect.
And there have been lawsuits, including this California class action suit against MIT45 Inc., accusing the company of misleading consumers about the addictive nature of their products. Critics say what you often see in stores is contaminated with other things, and the amount of the leaves' naturally occurring psychoactive compounds, mitragynine and 7-hydroxymitragynine, is unregulated.
California, despite the fact that we are the state with the highest levels of Kratom use, we are also the state that lacks any regulations.
Democratic State Assembly member Matt Haney of San Francisco introduced Assembly Bill 2365, the Kratom Safety Act, which would ban the sale of adulterated Kratom in California, enforce rigorous testing and registration with the California Department of Health. It would prohibit those under 21 from purchasing it. Though 7 states and some counties have banned Kratom altogether, Haney says that's not his goal.
There are people who use Kratom safely. They use it in some cases for important purposes, like replacing other much more dangerous substances like opioids or alcohol. Some use it simply for energy in various ways. And they should be able to continue to do that if they are adults.
San Diego is one of 2 California cities that bans the sale of Kratom powder. It did so in 2016.
Just the middle one, if you can.
However, you can still go down the street and buy some, just as we did at a smoke shop in Kearney Mesa. Retailers have no clue about the law. There's a Kratom Kava bar in Solana Beach. CBS 8 reached out to the owner for comment, but did not hear back. On its website, it reads, Kratom is non-habit forming unless taken in extremely high doses for extended periods of time. If taken in excess continuously over long periods of time, Kratom consumers may experience dependence similar to caffeine dependence.
The young crowd is extremely vulnerable to this plant. This plant is only for extreme situations.
Thompson says he was able to stop using Kratom after doing some research online.
I'm not alone. Like, there are people out there just like me that are walking blindly into this plant and using it willy-nilly, not giving it the respect that this plant deserves.
And Thompson has now been sober more than 2 months. His wife recently gave birth to their first child. As for AB 2365, it is headed to the state Senate, where it will go through committee and then to the Senate floor.
Yeah, he didn't
The
respect the
way-
plant.
He doesn't
Yes.
educate himself. And
And dude,
so
if he
it's the
was
plant's
going
fault.
temporarily blind, like you need to go to the doctor, bro. That's not kratom, man.
Right.
No, it's not.
No,
Kratom.
he was overdosing on
Yeah.
kratom. His ass was taking. He openly admits this on his TikTok. I'm not going to name his TikTok name, but 125 grams a day.
See,
That's
That's an
how much
insane
Wow.
amount. That's an insane.
It
Was that
is.
powder or extract?
powder.
you're
powder.
literally
His- how
forcing
can you
yourself to
take so
take that
much?
much.
How do you take that
Yeah.
much powder in a day? Oh my
So
god.
what he did was he went from alcohol addiction to Adderall to going to the Kratom Kava bars. He started his Kratom journey at those Kratom Kava bars, and then he started doing the powder. And then he kept increasing his dosage to where he was doing 125 grams a day.
Wow.
That is crazy.
But that again, he sums it up at the end. You do have to respect the plant. You can't just that's my thing. A lot of these people are literally forcing themselves to take that much to chase the
Yes.
dragon, whatever they're
Yeah.
doing. And then they turn around and say it's the plant's fault because it didn't have a label on it or because someone told them
now-
it wasn't addictive.
And
But
now
you're
he
an alcoholic.
openly- Right. And now he openly admits to taking a crap ton of caffeine. So my visual, what I see in him is he's not changing his behaviors from his
No.
hand to mouth shit.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
He
just
needs
going
to,
from
he needs to
substance
work.
to substance.
He needs to work on himself.
Exactly.
Yep.
Man. That was some
Yep.
craziness.
Yeah, I mean, and you also have to want to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
he's just going to go from substance to substance, he's obviously just going to, he doesn't want to change.
Yeah.
Actions
Right.
speak
No,
louder
he's
than
looking
words.
for that same feeling. He just wants that
So-
feeling.
Yeah. And I have no problem if you want to be what I call a detractor, if
Yeah.
you want to find your people who are suffering like you are, go for it.
Yeah.
I don't care. But he specifically created his TikToks platform to talk shit about kratom. He goes around and he posts up these rehab and recovery centers that list the side effects of kratom. He will post up the Mayo Clinic's bullshit as if it's the word of God. So he's out here cherry picking his shit to fit his narrative.
Yeah.
When all along it was him.
Yeah.
But hey, go find your peeps. I don't
Yeah.
give a
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's why I got to do blocked.
Yeah, I blocked.
I
him
don't
as
got
soon as
time
I
for all
saw
that
it.
negative shit.
Mm-mm.
125 grand. What?
Anybody
Yeah.
that takes that much in a day is literally forcing themselves to do that.
Right.
That's why he was shaking. That's why he was temporarily going blind. He was wobbling his ass off.
God. And it's like, everything is, that'd be like if I went in here and ate, I don't know, 5 bags of Doritos back to back and I was pissed off because I got sick. And it's
Exactly.
like, dude, it's common sense. You're an adult. You don't know what's going to happen if you take too much of something, anything.
And then he wants to talk about, well, addicts will be addicts. That you can't tell an addict to moderate something. Why? I'm a former addict. I'm a recovered addict. I was able to work on my whys of addiction.
Yep.
How come my story doesn't trump his story? Oh, because my story doesn't have any negativity or drama in it.
And that's what sells on
Right.
social
Have a
media.
happy ending. Yep. Not happy endings.
Right?
Yeah. We've
People
got
like to watch other people suffer or something, I think.
yeah, the comments are just below. Everybody's just on fire, like with the comments.
Yes, the vitamins
Uh,
and minerals, and those
it's-
are also not FDA approved. So
Right.
can
You can
also
drink too much water.
overdo it on that.
Drinking too much water can kill you. Remember a few years back that lady that drank a whole bunch of water and just
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
It happens. And I want to go back and address a couple of comments. So, Carrie, when you're talking about San Diego, so for those that don't know, San Diego, the city of San Diego, banned kratom years ago because they came down on that whole spice and all that stuff. It was, they were selling them in the smoke shops. Kratom was on the shelves right next to the spice and all that stuff. What was it? K2 was that other one?
Yeah, K2 and
Whatever all those
spice
were.
and-
So because Kratom was right next to it on the shelf in the smoke shops, they banned Kratom too. They decided we're banning all this stuff, even though Kratom is nothing like those others.
Mhm.
And then Craig makes a good point. All that Kratom, why didn't he vomit? How can you take
Right.
125 grams a day?
Well, just like with overeating, like the Doritos thing, if I slowly increase like he was saying he was doing, I guess eventually, your body gets used to it and tolerates it.
Right.
But that's the only way I can see that going without just being sick every second of the day.
That's what,
So-
like Misty said, he would be constantly in the case of wobbles all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be constipated.
Well, Sam
Yeah.
says that's 4 ounces a day, which is a lot.
Yeah. I
That's
just
a
can't
lot.
imagine that. I just cannot imagine.
Oh man. I don't know. This makes no sense, man. That's crazy. These people, they go and abuse it, and then they sit here and get on social media and say all this crap and try to scare people away from it because of their bad experience because they're abusing it.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
even says it on that TV show, like, that he just blindly went into this. Like,
And the
I did
whole-
my research. I'm not going to
Yeah.
sit here and consume something without researching it first. It's like, if you're going to just take something to take, that's on you.
Yeah. I mean, and when you assume responsibility for your own actions, in my eyes, the second you become an adult and can make your
Yes.
own decisions.
100%.
So again, like you said, it's on him. It's on that person. It's whatever they're doing, it's on them. Y'all
Yeah,
have
what about
your
his
own free will.
constipation? I mean, Sam's bringing up a great point. How much, he had to have had some serious constipation.
He
with
did,
that
yeah.
much Kratom.
He would talk about it in his comment section. He would be like, I wouldn't poop for a week.
I bet.
You know?
Wow.
And it's like I said, and then he would talk about how he used to get blackout drunk 4 or 5 times a week. So like I said,
Wow.
he
I've
carried
been
over
there.
his I'm telling you, it's hand to mouth behaviors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to work on his whys, like you always talk about, Misty. He needs to
Yeah.
focus on his whys and work on
Yeah.
himself instead
Yeah.
of bashing a plant that helps millions of people around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm the first to admit I'm an alcoholic, but that would be like if I just kept drinking, even though I started taking Kratom and just kept drinking and then blamed it. I don't know. I know a lot of people do, and that's their own business, but I don't know. When you blame what's clearly not the problem,
Yeah.
it just bothers me. It bothers me.
Yeah, totally. Hey, for all of y'all here live with us, we got like 65 people here live all over social media. Be sure to share this live stream out. Don't keep this to yourself. Let other people know about the Kratom Gals. So please take a moment, share this live stream wherever you're watching it. We appreciate that so much.
Share the live, save a life.
Yeah, share the love. And if you're just not able to always remember when we're live streaming what we're doing, just follow us over on YouTube. You can always see when we're broadcasting, because by the way, we are going to be live streaming. We're doing a bonus one next Wednesday. The AKA American Kratom Association is having a webinar talking about the latest advocacy things that are going on, and we're going to live stream it Wednesday at 9:00 Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twinkle.
Does that sound right? Which is the 10th.
With Twinkle. Tweaks is coming on.
Twinkle is going to come
Right.
and take Venus's spot. So yes, Wednesday, July 10th at 9:00 Eastern, 8:00 Central. We're going to broadcast that. It'll be fun. It's fun when we do those.
Yeah. Like
And for
even if we're just sitting in the background, whenever we do like the AKA webinars, I know not everybody signs up for the Zoom link so that they could go in the Zoom link and ask the questions, so I try to pay attention to the questions that are being asked, and then
Yeah.
I'll head over there and then go hit the question button and ask the question.
Yeah, which is smart. But I like that we're live streaming it because not everybody knows about
Yeah.
going to those webinars. I mean,
Yeah.
all you have to do is just sign up for the newsletters, americankratom.org. Anybody can do it. I started subscribing to their newsletter when I first started Kratom in 2019. So I've always been aware of everything going on through them. But we like to live stream it to help bring more awareness and attention
Well,
to
and
it.
it's nice
So
to talk about it after the fact too, and kind of go over,
Mm-hmm.
heck, I might have missed something, or I
right.
may not have understood something.
Yeah,
So it's
because we
nice for
talk about
everybody
it.
to kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because we just sit quietly and watch it, but together, and y'all are live in the comments, and we're all, commenting, and then when it's over, then we sit here and discuss, and it's a lot of fun. So if anybody's missed any of those and want to see what we're talking about, just go to the Kratom Stories Podcast YouTube and just go look at our past live streams, and we just did one recently. So Sherry's here with us. Hey Sherry, thank you for joining. I'm glad you caught the live
hey.
stream.
Hey.
So Whole Plant Project says you can be poisoned from too much lavender oil. Plants are to be respected. I mean, totally. I mean,
Exactly.
we're all grown-ups. You got to be responsible for
Right.
sure.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
Carrie,
and that also gets me. Like, dude is from Florida. Why is he being featured in a California bill?
yeah, what was
Yeah,
that about?
Story?
I
A,
mean,
lo-
it's
a
obvious that,
local
yeah,
California report. Carrie
Who
says
linked
that,
him up?
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Somebody did.
makes you wonder for sure. Carrie says Kratom would clean up San Diego, San Francisco, Sacramento, and LA drugs addicts. All the homeless on drugs could get clean. That's such a great
Yep.
point.
Yes.
Only if they want it, though. You
True.
can't force somebody to
Yeah.
get clean.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like, for me, I wasn't looking to get clean when I found Kratom. I was just looking for something to help.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is another thing. Someone, because we're dealing with this other fucktard recovery creator that has over 100,000 followers.
Mm.
We're dealing with his bullshit. So someone, people are making fun of me saying, what cocaine withdrawals, what withdrawals, like, my cocaine withdrawals were, I was tired. My nose was stuffy and runny at the same time. I was irritable. I didn't want to get out of my damn bed. So cocaine withdrawals isn't like opioid withdrawals. But when I found Kratom, I was fine. I was trying to find something to help me with because I was 6 weeks clean from the pills. And then for those 6 weeks, I turned into a straight cocaine hoe. Like, I swear to God, it was insane. It was a wild ride. But, so I was in the middle of my cocaine withdrawals when I watched that documentary, A Leap of Faith. So I wasn't looking for recovery. I was just looking for something to help me. Because,
Right.
nowhere in my brain was like, oh, let's find recovery, Misty. Let's do it. No, it didn't happen that way. But what I always tell people, what Kratom did for me was it pressed pause in my brain from the cravings. Because even though I was 6 weeks clean from the pills, none of my drug dealers had none. I, was in the process of trying to figure out which pain management doctor I could go to next, but I was still craving it like crazy,
Yeah. Well, that
Hence
cocaine,
why-
man, that's one drug that will get, I mean, the second you do it, it gets your, like, when's the next time? When, you know what I mean? Like, that's a big one.
Those cocaine highs only last about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was constantly crushing up, snorting, And so, like I said, when I found Kratom, it pressed that pause button in my brain.
Yeah.
I was no longer craving the coke. I was no longer craving the pills. So the longer the time lapsed from the last time I did a snort or the last time I swallowed a pill, gave me more time to work on me. Like, what are you doing, Misty?
Yeah.
So
It's an amazing plant.
It is.
and just like now, what we see, like even in the chronic pain community, we see people will use Kratom as their in between until they go to their doctor's appointment, whether they ran out of pills on purpose or because they had to, whatever. We see people using it as an in between, which if that's what you want to do, that's your prerogative,
Right.
But I don't know. I just it's like once people get away from the actual opioids, whether they're addicted or not, but once they get away from it, then they will realize their pain levels drop.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was doing it for the first 6 months at least. Like, I was doing the whole in between thing. Because I was running out of my pills at, sometimes less than 2 weeks into the month, but and I was just like, I heard everybody say that. I heard everybody talk about that it worked better by itself, but I was like, I'm different. I'm not like everybody else. But once I finally said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I mean, it is completely, you don't have the whole pain when it comes back. It's not as bad.
Yeah.
And Kratom just works better in general. It's
Yeah.
like, it's
Yeah.
constantly like working in the background, even when your pain comes back. You know what I mean? It's just, it's hard to explain, but it does work much better if you just go with it by itself.
I think with these CPPs, it's the fear of the unknown because
Yes.
It is.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
so used to the whole revolving door of
Yep.
going to the doctors, telling the doctors what pain level you're at, you know, getting your blood pressure checked, you know, all
Talking to
that-
other CPPs about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then going to the pharmacy. You know, they're so used to that. So the fact that they could, you know, it's that whole fear of the unknown. You know, the
Yeah.
fact that they could take a plant at home. And then they're like, "Oh crap! No, I no longer have to go to the doctors. You know, I no longer have to go to the pharmacy. You know,
Yep.
and that right there could have just been their only time they socialize within that month.
Yeah. True.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
even
mean,
if a CPP is not an addict like I was, it's still that whole pattern.
yeah.
You know,
Well, it's like a lifestyle. I mean, I lived like that for
Yeah.
13 years before I found Kratom. So, I mean, that's a long time to just be doing the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
To
it's
break
a
up.
lifestyle. You know what I
to
mean?
break up from your doctor.
Yeah. And it's like you still hold on to that one little thread, you know, and I did for 6 months, just that one little thread of like, oh, but yeah, I mean, once I finally did, it's like that was when I hit complete freedom. Like, that's when I was like,
Yes.
this
Yeah.
right here is how I want to live for the rest of my life. I don't want to have to be chained to go to a doctor once a month or the pharmacy. Now, I still have to take a couple of medications, but you know what? I don't even take those every day. So I can go to the
Yeah.
pharmacy whenever I want to, pretty much.
Right.
you know?
Isn't that nice? I
Yeah.
love that.
It's lovely. It's like one of the best feelings to like drive by the pharmacy or just go into Walgreens and not walk back to the pharmacy and
Yeah.
not even
Not
like it's
not
just awesome.
stalking your phone for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
message of
do I have a
getting
notification?
prescriptions.
Is my stuff ready yet?
Yep. I remember that shit, man.
I do
Counting the
not miss
days to
that.
see when the 30 days is up, you know?
Yeah.
Doing all that
Well,
math
back
in my
then-
head.
Yeah.
Back then for me, I was able to go in every 27 days.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, you could go in or you could just go to a
2/3.
different pharmacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I first got sick, it was you could go when they were 2/3 gone. You could go and get. I think it was either 2/3 or 3/4 of the amount that was gone.
Yeah.
And then, and that worked for me. You know,
Yeah.
it worked. And then when they cut it back and started cutting my meds back, that's when
Now
I
they're like,
started
you got to
having real
be
issues.
32 days in, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like, come on. And then, you know, with all the shortages and stuff like that, then you have that on top of that to worry about. Like, are they going to have my pain medicine in stock?
Yeah.
Or am I going to have
Yeah.
to go somewhere else and have to have the doctor write another prescription to the new pharmacy? I mean, it's so much stress and having to just depend on the whole medical health system to
Yeah.
live and deal with your manage your chronic pain. It's horrible.
And because of that stress, you have to be put on an anti-anxiety. When
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's just pills.
It's very
upon
stressful.
Pills. Upon pills.
Yep. It's a
And
chain
then God
reaction.
forbid if they make a mistake on the prescription, you know,
Oh,
or
yeah.
the pharmacist or somebody writes something on there by accident, and you're going,
Yep.
you have to go different places.
And then they'll be like, well, your insurance ain't going to cover this because you already had this filled. And you're like, okay, but
Yeah.
that's not the full, you know, I've had to go through that a few times. It's awful.
It was
Yeah,
such a
because
roller
the
coaster.
insurance dictates a lot of it too. There was one time when I was in pain management, I had pain medication working great. Insurance decided, no, you can't have it anymore because it was too expensive for them.
Yep.
So they forced my doctor to put me on a different pain medication. And my poor doctor, he's like, I'm really sorry. Like, my hands are tied. They're not going to pay for it unless like you use this one. So the one he put me on that the insurance approved didn't really
Didn't
work.
work.
And I was so frustrated. I'm like, this is not really helping me. And you know, you only get to go to the doctor once a month. So you're like,
Yeah.
if it's not working, you got to wait and tough it out.
And that's a long time.
And
It
and
is.
the
Mm-hmm.
insurance made me do this medication for 3 months. And it was like a miserable 3
Yeah.
months. And I was just so upset. And then finally the doctor was able to say, look, it doesn't work on her let me put her back on the one that works. So, you're dealing with the doctors, you're dealing with the pharmacies, and then many times you're dealing with the insurance company. Is a triple whammy in pain management. There's just so many.
Yeah.
I used to tell people it was a part-time job.
Yeah.
And
Because-
it's like you almost, I feel like I was waiting for every second of every day to hurry up. I feel like I was just waiting my life away, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense. Like, oh, I can't, I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll be one day closer. And that's all you're thinking about all the time is, I can't wait till this day.
Yeah.
And
You weren't
I don't
living.
like that. I want to live for today.
Right.
You weren't living. You were just existing till your
Yes.
next doctor's appointment.
Yes.
Yep.
This person that commented this a while back or about 5 days ago on my TikTok, which I had no idea about this shit. He or she, I don't know. I had lupus for 8.5 years, got off meds, switched to Kratom, no more lupus. I had drug-induced lupus from meds. I didn't even know
Wow.
that was a thing.
I'm not familiar with that. Wow.
I didn't.
I said, wow, I didn't know that was a thing. Holy shit. And then they said, yes, I researched drug-induced autoimmune diseases. It's crazy how many people are making themselves worse with meds because they aren't informed. I was like, wow.
I'm not surprised.
I did too,
That it would
Sam.
do
I
that.
used to, every month I would write down my refill days. I think I still have my calendar, I think I still have my calendar. I remember making a TikTok video with it. I had one of my calendars, and then I would write down the dates of my doctor's appointments. Man,
Yeah, look, Twinkle says lupus can be drug induced, and
Okay.
Brittany says so too.
I didn't know.
I didn't know
I
that
didn't either. I just
Interesting.
figured out, but there is a lot of side effects with medication. I mean, there is.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Also,
It's
Brittany
like-
has a really good question. Let me put it back up here. She said, besides relief, what's one benefit y'all experienced that wasn't expected?
Antidepressant,
Yeah.
antidepressant, and anti-anxiety for me.
I
My
would
leaf
say more
does three
anti-anxiety
things.
because
Yeah.
I don't sit and dwell on stuff all day.
Yep.
Stuff doesn't get to me nearly. Man, I like, okay, when something really bad happens, I can just, well, not really bad, but something that's pretty shitty happens. I kind of I can brush it off a whole lot more and not dwell on it. And that's just,
Right.
that's awesome.
Yeah, you feel those feelings, then you slay it.
Yeah.
You sit with it for a minute, and then you're like, okay, I got this. What do we got to do to fix it?
Yep.
Rebecca said she was on
Yep.
blood pressure meds before Kratom, not anymore because it's
Me
normal
Yes.
now. That's amazing.
I had high
I-
blood pressure as well. And it's perfect every time I go to the doctor now. And I'm always like,
on the Tylenol.
I'm like, what? It's, I always ask what it is because they used to get on to me, every month. They'd be like, your blood pressure's high.
Yep. I was on.
And I had a
Tylenol and
goiter.
Calpro.
Did you?
I had a thyroid issues and a goiter.
I've heard
and
those are
I
really tough.
don't know more. I just remember them saying, because you go and you have all these tests done, that was one of the things they added onto my list that I had. And I was supposed to go
Okay.
back to the endocrinologist and then never went back. And then I found Kratom, and now I guess I don't have, nobody says anything to me about it. And he always checks my neck. So, it hasn't been a problem in 8 years.
Same. I just got one too, Sam.
A lot of comments in here. For me, it's just the energy boost. That's been which I was like, wow, this is a nice little added bonus that
Yeah.
wasn't really expecting. That it hasn't really helped me with blood pressure, but I think it's not for me. I think it's just age, and I am on a blood pressure medicine, but it's crazy. I don't take it for blood pressure. But my blood pressure is not as low as my blood pressure was lower a long time ago. I think since Kratom, it hasn't been as low, but it's not like a problem. But it's just weird. I take a blood pressure medicine because I had this crazy abdominal aneurysm years ago, 2007, that doctors accidentally found an aneurysm in my abdomen. They thought I had IBS. It was a completely whole different thing. I went in for one thing with all and this is like, that whole divine intervention, like, wait a minute, I'm going in for one issue and they're looking for that and they're running all these tests. It's like, yeah, you don't have any issues there, but we found something else over here. It's like, that was just crazy. That rarely happens. And the location of mine They told me it was just like in a very unusual spot, like a once or twice in a lifetime spot where they would find an aneurysm. They were surprised that it was even seen in a scan. And I've been told that I'm probably in medical journals because of this, because it was just such an unusual thing. But it just came out of nowhere. I have to go get, you have to have like surgery, like serious surgery. I was in the hospital for like almost a week, and crazy. But it's like, when you go in for something, if something feels off, go get it checked out. If I had not gone in because I thought, whatever I thought, I was having this abdominal issue, if I had not gotten that thoroughly checked out,
Yeah.
they would have never seen it. And aneurysms, you don't get a warning. You just,
Mhm.
I remember nurses, like word had gotten out when I was in the hospital about this. So nurses from all around the hospital come over to my room and ask me, because I was young, and they're like, how did this all happen? Like, because they said with aneurysms, the best rate of survival are hospital workers, because they're already in the hospital. Because with an aneurysm, what will happen is it's just going to burst. You're internally bleeding. So at some point, you're just going to like pass out. Well, what happens when you pass out? They assume you're having a heart attack or something. Like, they don't think aneurysm. Like,
They probably would have Narcaned you.
you don't know it's right. You don't know it's aneurysm until they open you up and there's blood everywhere. And you've usually by that point have lost so much, you're dead. So it was just a crazy thing. I mean, I'm like, thank God I went and got all this checked out. So
I'm bad about putting stuff off, but whenever I do finally get it checked out, it's something completely different than what I thought it was. Literally every time.
Like your damn tooth?
Yeah. It's like, okay, not even that tooth.
Yeah.
Look at this. Sherry says, I'm off 26 different medications after Kratom.
Wow. That's amazing.
Incredible. Do your
oh yeah. I was about to say, there you go, Sherry. That's for you.
Once I get my new laptop up and running, I'll be able to do that now too.
That's gonna be so cool.
I'll have the right OS system.
Like, to me, I feel like Kratom, it's the biggest fuck you to the FDA.
Yes.
26 medications, Sherry. You fucked up somebody's retirement.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Like, that's somebody's salary for the entire, that's a lot. I mean, because just the amount of money, that insurance, that like medication costs it's astronomical. And a lot of people don't really care because we're paying a copay. But man, I used to look at that Walgreens receipt every time because it shows how much you saved. It blew my mind. So 26 of those, can't imagine.
Man.
That's wild. Well, Sherry, if you'd like to share your story on my podcast, reach out to me, because that just that one sentence is like, what a story you must have, that I'm sure others would love to hear on the Kratom Stories podcast.
Yeah.
So feel free to reach out to me. You can go to the Kratom Stories podcast website. There's a contact form. For those here, if y'all feel like you have a great story to share for the podcast and you're comfortable coming, it's not a live stream. It's not like this. It's an audio. It's just something you and I record at our convenience. It's audio and real easy to do. So reach out to me. You can go to kratomstoriespodcast.com, go to the contact form. You'll see contact in the navigation, and just reach out to me through that or through social media. But Sherry, I would love for you to share that. I talked to so many people, just remind me that's I'll remember that's you.
Sherry is our Mississippi badass advocate. Her and her little crew have actually physically stopped county bans there.
Wow. That's amazing. Yep. That's amazing. Brittany says, definitely pain relief and energy lift due to multiple autoimmune issues, and no prescription helped with energy. A lot of people are telling me that have energy issues, whether it's autoimmune or whatever, that Kratom really helps them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is always so great to hear.
And I mean, I deal with chronic fatigue, and I will say, I mean, not every day, it doesn't help every day, but that's just, that's life. But, I mean, I'd probably say 75% better than what it was before I found Kratom. I mean, and plus I'm not popping pills all day and kind of zoning out or drinking and blacking out.
I don't miss popping so many different prescriptions. Hey, Jennifer Martin's here.
Hey, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Great to see you.
Jennifer!
Glad you're here. I just love our community. We have so many great people here. Angel says she's on 12, but they're must take. I'm on
Yeah.
3. I mean,
I'm on 3.
I'm on 3
No,
that are
2.
must take. Like, it's
I'm
mean,
on
it
really
is
one
good.
must take, because I do have epilepsy. So my Keppra is something that I don't want to mess around with and try to get off of that,
Yeah.
Kristen's
So-
here. Truth or
Hey.
nurse?
Hey,
Good to
Kristen.
see you, Kristen.
And I just have my vitamin D that I have to take in the Xanax that I don't have to take all the time, just as needed. So, but other than that, it's just a kratom
Yeah.
Yeah. Jennifer said kratom
and
is
marijuana.
medical marijuana helped my depression so much. Now I live in Georgia and it's illegal. That sucks.
Oh no.
I wish they just
I wish they would just
leave plants
federally
alone,
leave it
man.
legal everywhere because
Yeah.
I'm in Texas. It's illegal here. So
Plants and fungi. Mushrooms go
Yes.
along with the natural medicines.
Yeah, same. I always say I'm like 50% introvert, 50% extrovert. So, but I control that.
yeah, Sherry says
Yeah.
we actually got a year-long
Yes.
ban overturned in my county. That
That's
is
awesome.
That is
amazing.
great.
That is amazing.
We should play those, Sherry. If you could, if those were live streamed.
Yeah.
play those
Yeah,
one
let us
time.
know. Let us know.
Yeah.
We could play that.
Yeah, we
Let's
can
watch
get you
some
up on
videos.
here.
We just been sitting here chatting away like
Talking.
what I love about these live streams is like it just organically does whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it's
Yeah.
like we're catching up with everybody we hadn't
I
seen since last
I
week.
know. We're just like a bunch of friends hanging out, and like the comments are on fire today. It's like we can just sit here and chat with y'all all day. But there's a video. Okay, I'm so glad there's a lot of people here now because we've been going for over an hour. There's a video I'm about to play that should piss you off. It pissed me off when I saw it. Let's all watch it together, and then we're going to talk about it. Believe me, you're going to want to comment on this.
Oh shit.
Why is 7 ohms and 7-hydroxymetragenine the
Boo.
products that is the best alternative to replace the king kratoms? Here's a few reasons why. Okay, number 1, 7-hydroxymetragenines is the pure alkaloids within the plant of the kratom plant. That is, they strip away all the other alkaloids that causes people headaches, causes people nausea, the things that people don't need. So over the last, you could say, decade now that kratom has been around, the science behind it, the usage behind it, all the data collected, they have removed everything else from the other kratom plants that is pretty much unnecessary. We can call them the base fillers that are unnecessary.
What?
This dude has
So that is the
no
reason
idea what
why
he's talking
these
about.
small, tiny capsules are concentrated with just what you're looking for, what your body has been looking for, and you weren't
This
aware
dude's
of.
an idiot.
Okay? So if you think of it this way,
His body might be looking for that feeling.
this here
Yeah.
But this other one he's holding up, it says extract. So that must be what extract capsule or powder. But it's probably more like a full
Like a mitt.
spectrum. Like a
Yeah,
full
it's probably
spectrum.
not a
They make a lot of money
708.
with these new 708s. That's why they're pushing this.
Yeah.
Ugh.
all this here is pure ingredients in here now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, literally, this box here, I'm sold out right
Okay, I'm pissed as
So
shit
it
at
could
this.
be that it's the 7-OH extract in that thing.
Let's call a kratom tablet, 7OH tablet, hydroxy.
Yeah.
Let's take hydrocodone
Yeah.
and roxys, combine it,
Yep.
and get away with calling. How are
Yep.
they allowed to call it that?
That is crazy.
How are they even allowed to lump it in with kratom itself?
Yeah.
It is not kratom.
Mhm.
These 7OH bullshit tablets are synthesized. They are man-made from one alkaloid that's naturally occurring in kratom. And even that's naturally occurring, it's very low.
Low amount, right.
Your body metabolizes it and it turns
Yes.
into 7-OH. So it's like, I don't know, but all of the companies seem to have like a drug slang to their
Yes.
the name, it's like, and it's blatantly obvious too. So most
When I
of the
went-
time the people that are using these are people that are looking for something to, chase that dragon.
Yeah, exactly. They
Right.
turned kratom, or plain leaf lab tested kratom by itself it partially tickles the opioid receptors. These 7-OH tablets are now synthesized opioids. They fully attach to the opioid receptors. And so when we went to the Champ Show, we saw a booth where it was called Perks. P-R-A-S.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Now they changed that name to Pressed.
Yep.
Like, it's so cool to be walking around with a Pressed tablet. The fuck? And these motherfuckers right here are going around to smoke shops and kratom vendors. They are introducing these to them like that. I got hit up on my Instagram the other day asking if I would like to try out a 7-OH new product that's coming out. I just said thanks, but no thanks, and left it at that.
Yeah.
No, the fuck. Because you guys, us advocates, know that we are about to mop up some motherfucking messes right now.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't like to reference hearsay, but I just have seen a lot of people claiming that they're having to take anywhere from like 6 to 12 or more of these things in one day.
Yep.
And they can't go back to powder because, I'm sorry, they feel like they can't go back to powder because, nobody
Some
wants to
people
just
have
do
tried
the work.
to go back to the powder.
Yeah,
but
and
they
it's not
can't.
working.
Yeah. It's
So, I mean,
they're no longer working.
And I mean, those things are expensive. Like,
They
they're
are.
really
Fuck.
expensive.
They are.
Why are y'all allowing yourselves to be guinea pigs for these companies that are only giving a fuck about profit?
It's all
Yep.
about money. That's
Right.
all they care about is the money. And actually, I'm going to bring up that hydroxy website because we'll go back to the video in a minute. But I went through the website because just the name itself to me just pisses me off to be able to have a product and call it hydroxy with these new 7-OH tablets. So you go on their website. I know if you're watching on your phone, this is going to be really small. One of the items in the navigation says free sample. Okay.
Yeah.
Free sample. 0. You just have to pay for shipping. Give us a try for free. Just pay shipping. Okay. When I scroll down, look, there's comments in here. There's reviews. I'm going to read this one right here because this one was shocking. The title is Strongest Extract on the Market, hands down. And then listen to this. I got a free sample from the head shop I get my OPMS from. They know I have a high tolerance as I go through 2 of those 5 packs a week easily. I took it after cutting it in half, starting with a half, because that's what it says on the label, to take a half, and they're little. It's like, who's going to do that? It says I started with a half, but ended up eating the whole thing 10 minutes apart. While the high was good, it's like, what? They're doing this to get high.
Yeah, they are.
The come down was not. It was rough, even with my high tolerance. I did cut it in half, and most of it actually dissolved in my mouth, which is the recommended way of doing these. I bought a sample, in parentheses, $10 US for shipping, because I decided to give it another try. This time I swallowed the whole pill without any chewing or dissolving because it was intact. I then had one of the best kratom experiences ever on these. It was an amazing euphoria for several hours. And just to put it in perspective, one OPMS gold pill barely does anything to me. Needless to say, I bought 2 5-packs instantly. This product is very good. They
This
can get
person
people
is probably
hooked
on
on
Reddit.
this.
Yeah.
It sounds like a drug dealer.
It
Yeah.
does. It does.
Well, that's why they're
It's
giving
just
out free
ridiculous.
samples.
Exactly.
That's like-
Exactly. Hook 'em.
That's
bring 'em
This
in.
is
exactly why.
25, 4 servings, $25.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be expensive. They also have shots.
And the
Oh,
4
oh,
servings is like
oh.
2 pills.
But here's what really got me. Look at this on the right. Overnight shipping, $45. So if you're like hooked on these and you
Holy
want it
crap.
right away, I mean, this is a cart item. Look, I'm in the cart. Look, I'm in the products. You scroll down at their, then it's like, here, add to cart. I want $45 overnight shipping because I absolutely have to have it tomorrow because I'm addicted to these. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Jennifer, I think your thumbnail for
I was thinking.
for this. Hold on, let me bring this back up. I think
I
your
was thinking the
thumbnail.
same
Your
thing.
thumbnail. Wait, hold on. I have to like completely get out of that and reopen a new screen. The spot where I stopped us at
But blur out the name.
I think
Yeah.
this should be the thumbnail, and then when we're done here, let's get some us reacting this bigger screen for
Yeah.
you to,
That's
because this right
bullshit.
here, it
That's
just
not a flex. That's not a flex.
No,
Yeah.
you know, that's another thing. When I go on like Reddit, for instance, it's a bunch of stuff like that, you know, like one after another after another. And it's like people are seriously proud of, you know, spending that much money and popping that many. It's like they just want to be cool. And it's like, dude, that sounds awful. Like, why even do that? Like, why? I don't know. It's just stupid. So you can have
Until they
something.
run out of the money, and
Yeah.
they don't have any more.
And then they can't go back on the regular powder because the powder just ain't doing it anymore.
Then
You
they
know,
start
and it's-
talking shit on the Quit It Reddit forum. You know, I mean,
yes.
yeah. Hold on a
And
second,
KDA is
Carrie.
all over this shit.
Carrie, we're broadcasting on multiple Facebooks. Misty always has more people live and commenting on her Facebook. That's probably why you see more. I can put all the comment, like I can see everybody's comments no matter what platform you're on, and the multiple Facebook, so I can put them on here. So yeah, if you're on Misty's, you're going to see more comments because there's more people actually commenting from hers, if that makes sense. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to clarify that for her.
This dude right here, I'm telling you, he's getting paid to promote that shit.
absolutely.
Well, it looks like he's in a
Definitely.
smoke shop, and I looked at his YouTube. He has a bunch of videos. It's just smoke shop videos. He's probably the owner.
Yeah,
this
and a
site.
lot of those reviews that you read, it's literally they're writing a good review because they got something for free. So it's
Yeah, they
not
did.
really even
Yeah.
a legitimate, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Crypto Dope. Thank you for hanging out
What's
with
up,
us.
Crypto?
Hey.
Love all we do for
Nice,
advocating. We appreciate it. Kratom, a Kratom guy. Got off cocaine pills, opiates pills, drinking, and other things. Kratom saved my life. That's amazing.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Oh, it's not gonna do it.
It didn't work.
Oh, maybe hold on. Let me take this off the screen. Maybe
You
try
think?
now. It seems to work when we're like this.
Okay,
There it
there it
goes.
goes. That's for you. Congratulations, Crypto.
My next computer must have that.
Yes, yes.
With StreamYard, you gotta be on a Mac on a more updated OS. And see, I'm on this iMac. I because I got me a new laptop, I had to like really dig in to see like what all. This is a 2000. What I'm on right here is a 2019 iMac. This is a 5. I don't think I've ever had a computer for 5 years. I go through them pretty fast. And then my laptop's a 2020. So I just know the operating system on this is too old, and that's why I can't do the super cool gestures like you do. But
Yeah,
let's finish
Tater.
watching this video because we're only a little more than halfway through. There's more to the video.
Right now, this hydroxy here is sold out. These two
Oh,
products here
Of course.
are the same ingredient, but they have different base fillers. I'm sorry, different fillers, different ratios of the purity of the kratom plant. Okay, guys. So if you guys
doesn't come from the
actually
kratom
want to
plant.
try this product here to replace the king kratom,
No, because they're extracting, right? They're extracting the
The
two
metallo,
alkaloids
the 7OH.
and they're putting into a
7OH.
tablet.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk a lot about the kratom tablets that I like on my social media, and I just want people to know it is not this. The tablets I
Yeah.
purchase and I talk about that I like. The vendor, they created it with no fillers. It is the kratom powder they came up with a way to make it into a pressed tablet. That's all it is. I've talked to both founders. They explained it on my podcast and talked about it. If you just like take the tablet and kind of grind it up, it is the pure. There's no fillers.
It's the powder form.
Is the
pretty much.
pure whole leaf powder, which is what I like to have. It's a little more pricey, so I don't use that for all my doses, but I use it for one of my doses, so I don't have to get up and go make my kratom swamp water tea. But it's just more of a convenience thing. But it's upsetting me because this is going to give kratom tablets a bad name now because what they're talking about is not the same. This is not whole leaf kratom powder made into a tablet. It is an extract.
Yeah,
Pulling those alkaloids out. They're
Yeah,
they
they're
synthesized the 7OH and then they multiplied it.
yeah, it's like they're somehow converting the mitt into 7-OH, in a lab, whatever, with
Yeah, it's an
chemical.
extraction. Well, it's like a Delta 8 with the right, like with the
Yeah.
whole hemp and all that stuff.
And then they're throwing
Delta 8
fillers
is,
in.
yeah,
And
they have to use an
so
extraction process. So that's what they're doing with this, an extraction process, probably with chemicals, right?
Mhm.
So you're not consuming a whole leaf powder plant. You're consuming an extract that went through a lab, synthesized, like Misty says. It's like night and day.
And like Dr. McCurdy says, extracting one out is like turning the music up full blast and the bass is only playing.
Right.
Right.
All the alkaloids work as a symphony orchestra together. But when you extract one out, it turns it up full blast and then the bass is pounding.
Yeah.
Man,
Let's finish watching this. Yeah, I know. I knew this would piss off everybody because this video, when this showed up in my feed yesterday, I'm like, what the F? We must
Yeah, I
play
went and
this.
commented it. And then somebody fucking dropped a clown emoji on my comment last night, and I just dropped a question mark back.
What an idiot. Yeah, let's finish playing it.
There's going to be a link below. We're going to offer first-time buyers that you guys can try this product with the discount. If you got any questions, leave in the comments below. We'll answer them there.
He's a drug dealer.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to love these new products here instead of these King Kratom that you've been used to because of the purity of it. Okay, guys?
I want to
Hope
know
this information helps you guys. Have a beautiful day. Love you. Bye.
Ugh.
How is he not violating YouTube's terms of service by dropping a link
Exactly.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Makes you wonder. And that's a good time for me to remind everybody, if you haven't been on my TikTok I was so upset last night. I had to post a video.
Oh, man.
It's so dark because and it's so funny because the stitch I did with the t-shirts with the the unboxing I had made earlier. I just hadn't posted it yet, but I really wanted to get it out last night. So funny. You watch me very upset making this video about how TikTok, what they're doing to me. And then the next video is the stitch where I'm all lively and it's lit up well. So I'm like, people are going to be like, what's going on with her? She sure is happy now. She was so mad a few minutes ago. If you haven't been on my TikTok, they've been doing this for a while where they're just not letting new people see my videos. They've really been limiting my reach. But all of a sudden lately, I'm starting to get strikes on my account just for talking about Kratom. I'm not showing myself consume it. I just talk about it. And so a couple of the videos came down. They refused to put them back up. I did the whole appeals. They will not do. They think it's drugs. They're referring to it as I'm violating the community policies because of drugs. And this is not my first TikTok account. My TikTok account last December, my first account, was no warning. They deleted it. Like one day it was gone. And I had 1,700 people follow me. Very similar, same videos I make today, just sharing my experience, helping people. So all these people lost touch with me, didn't know I was deleted. Some people from December, from that account, have just now found me with the new account. I did the same profile picture, same name, just a different username. I made it all the same, so it'd be very easy. But you don't always realize when somebody's been deleted. I'm really
telling you,
worried.
somebody's reporting you. Somebody is totally reporting
I'm worried. I'm worried my account's about to get deleted. I'm not showing Kratom, so I'm trying to be really careful. But I'm not going to stop helping people and sharing information. So if I get banned yet again, I will just go set up a new account again. And I know I need to go get me just a second account anyway, a backup account. Yeah. But it was an opportunity for me to let everybody know I do have other alternatives so you don't lose touch with me. When the day I lost my first TikTok back in December, it was mid-December, right before Misty and I went to DC for the American Kratom Association on Capitol Hill. It literally happened a couple of days right before that. That day it was banned. I went and set up the Kratom Real Talk forum. And so it's a private forum. Any of y'all can join. It's free. I pay for it so that I control it. So see, we can post and talk about Kratom and not get in trouble. When you let these free social media sites, when you sign up, they make all the rules. If they want to delete you, they're going to. If they want to say you can't talk about Kratom, then you can't. Like, they make the rules. You just have to find ways around it to make it work for you. It's just, but you know what? They're not doing it just to us. I see so many
Yeah.
people in the chronic pain community. They're going through the same. They're getting shut down. They're getting strikes. They're having all kinds of issues. It's almost as if TikTok has gone on a rampage with a lot of different things that they feel
Yeah.
it goes against their community guidelines. But I just felt it was important for us to have a safe place where we can talk about Kratom, we can answer questions, we can help. I even have videos on there because we can, long videos. When people want to, like, I put up stuff that I would have liked to have seen 5 years ago when I was learning about Kratom and first starting. I have a whole video walking you through step by step how I make my swamp water Kratom tea, because I know somebody would benefit from seeing that. So one morning I'm making my Kratom, I turn on my camera on my phone and just made a video. So it's on there. I have a video, a 7-minute video of how to use blade papes.
Yeah, you've
'Cause I
got a
know
lot of
that's gonna
good
help
stuff
people.
on there.
Yeah, I just have a whole bunch of stuff in there because I know it'll help people, and I don't want to be limited by TikTok or any of these platforms that dictate these rules. It's like, but I'm not doing
Yeah.
things. I mean, am I really breaking their rules?
You're
Sharing
not.
my
I'm
personal
telling you.
experience.
Somebody,
So
a hater is reporting you. And what these motherfucking haters don't realize is that, because I'm on my third account as well.
Yeah.
And what these motherfuckers don't realize is that you shut us down. Like, there's any time, any day of the week, we are literally somebody's lifeline. We are communicating with people in messages, about their journeys and what have you. You are shutting down their lifeline. How fucking miserable do you have to be to do that shit?
Well,
It
what is
happened the
this?
same way with
What
me too, dude.
what is
Like,
this comment? Look at this. Y'all gonna get Kratom banned.
Who?
This
What
whoever
day
this
is it?
person is on YouTube, what day is it? Y'all gonna get Kratom banned? No, us talking about it is to help
Not
people.
everything has to be exposed, for fuck's sakes.
Oh my
Dude.
gosh. Yeah, you're ahead of me reading these. Okay. Wow. Okay, Carrie's saying, can you say on TikTok, can you say
Stupid.
Kratom out loud? Maybe. So a lot of people were telling when they saw my video last night, a lot of people said that we probably just need a nickname. Like, I'm sure y'all have noticed the whole gardening one. That's a new one, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just like saw that recently. I'm like, that's brilliant. Now, when I first started Kratom in 2019 on Facebook, it was always about tea. Everybody just called it tea. 'Cause
Yeah.
you weren't allowed to say Kratom back then. And it might be a good thing to do is just, start getting everybody on board with just having some kind of wording. But also, if you have haters are going to hate, and they're going to do what they can to shut you down. So
the government's going to try to regulate this shit, which is what we want, for fuck's sake.
Right.
American white women never shut the fuck
oh
up.
my
Oh,
God.
okay.
Who's
It's so
YouTube?
stupid.
It's so dumb.
Just so stupid.
Who's YouTube? Is this on my YouTube? Let me go.
I
I
don't know
think
whose
so.
YouTube
It's
on.
not on mine.
But
All right,
thank
let
you
me
for
go
the
get it.
engagement.
Yeah,
It's
you're just
Absolutely.
helping our
Appreciate it.
engagement. So
Appreciate it.
you can boost our engagement for us.
Somebody's having a bad
I think it
day.
was mine.
Yeah,
I think
somebody.
on mine.
You're on yours.
Yeah.
trying
Yeah,
to get
somebody
I don't know
needs
if
to
they
take
all
some
were.
Kratom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take some Kratom and chill out, bro.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
That's always such
So
an
nice,
ignorant
dude.
thing
Yeah,
to say.
they're not on mine. So yeah. You can remove them
So
off of
nice
their
of you to
videos.
bring race into this.
Yeah,
I
no
know that's
kidding.
right.
What an idiot. Go get a life, dude. Or
Just
chick, whoever
ignorant.
you
It's
are.
an ignorant thing to say.
Yeah, just block them. Can you, Venus, just block them? We don't need this is
I
a
think I
hater
figured
free.
out how to do it.
This is a hate-free zone. If you don't like hate-free zone, then
Exactly.
get the fuck out because you're not wanted here.
We're not
So
miserable and we
accepting
don't want
of-
company.
that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
And we're accepting of everybody
Brittany
except
says,
the hater.
Brittany says, if
haters.
you got haters, means you're doing it right. That is for
That's
sure.
true. That is
That is
true.
for sure. So,
Okay. Kratom Kevin.
this is
hiding in
good,
the
Craig. Yeah, always a Kratom Kevin hiding in mom's basement.
Oh,
Oh, so well said, Craig. So well said. I'm sure you'll make a great meme for that. Oh man, this is always so much fun doing with y'all. I got actually a couple of things I want to show y'all that are on TikTok. So let me cue these up. A couple of interesting little TikToks that I think you all will like watching. It's always fun hanging out with the Kratom Gals and watching videos together. All right, so this is it's gonna. There's 2 TikTok videos I want to show you. It's from the same company, but here on StreamYard, it's just a little tricky for me to show this. I'm gonna play. They're both short, but I want to play. I think you'll like this. It's a Kratom bar in Colorado. Isn't that cool? So, I see half of our crew left to take a little quick break. I probably should wait till they come back because these are really cool.
Play it again.
It's
It reminds me of the
it's
cannabis dispensary.
Yeah, it's a cool little Kratom bar. Yeah, I'm waiting, Misty. I'm waiting for you and Jennifer to come back here because I want y'all to see this. A cool little Kratom bar in Colorado.
Oh,
I found
sweet.
them on TikTok, and they just have these 2 short little videos. It's called the Kratom Bar in, where is this? Somewhere in Colorado. I don't remember where I saw it was at, but it's just a cute little place that's just a Kratom bar. Like that's all they do, and I think that's just so neat. Angela says, "I wish they had Kratom or Kava bars here in Texas."
do.
What part of Texas? I'm in Houston, and there is a Kratom, a Kava bar, north side of Houston, out in Spring. Any news on anything with that, Misty?
No news yet.
But I am going to show a video of there's like I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook. There's like a walkthrough behind the scenes of like their manufacturing and stuff. Here it's really cool. I'm going to play it. So, Brittany says we need a central location to have a Kratom Pals meetup weekend. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Well, one of the things we're all planning on that would be pretty central is with Arkansas with trying to get Kratom unbanned. It's banned there in Arkansas, and that's very central. And so some of us are going to try to go there. We're just waiting for the AKA to let us know when we can all come as advocates and help try to get that overturned.
Yep. Beginning of October, we're waiting for the AKA to establish the dates where they're going to have an interim meeting with the legislators there. So we're going to show our justice for Marshall Price pride.
That's right.
Yep. Definitely. All right, let me play these videos. Okay, I'm gonna play this one again because y'all had both stepped away. I got 2 little short TikToks from this same profile. It's a Kratom bar in Colorado. It's really cool. So let's play. That's the first one. Isn't that a cool little place?
I wish we had a Kava bar, man.
I would love to hang out at a place like that.
Yeah.
Let me cue up the other one. It looks like an adorable little. It's just Kratom. It's just Kratom. You'll see because in the second one you can really see that because it's more like behind the bar, and it's like this is really cool. And it's called like it's spray painted on the door here, Kratom bar. So see, it says Kratom bar. Oh. Is that Grand? Okay, so come with me to Grand.
Oh yeah,
imagine this Grand Junction.
That's far west from me.
So that's where this place is at. All right, let's play this one.
Yummy.
Cheers.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's really
cool. I wonder
cool.
if it's that chick we met in Vegas, in DC.
Oh, that's in Colorado?
Remember the chick that was doing the interviewing?
Yeah.
It is.
Is it? Oh, that's cool.
It is her place?
Yeah, she was the one interviewing. Like they're making like their little mini documentary.
Yeah, I remember
and stuff.
her.
She came in there with those high heels on, and then she took them off during the reception. To
And
walk
made her
around.
husband make her husband carry them.
Yeah.
He was carrying her shoes the rest of the night. That was funny. All right. This other video I'm going to play for y'all is a behind the scenes. This is New Wave, which is a big Kratom company. And it's like behind the scenes in their warehouse and manufacturing area. It's really cool. So I'm going to play this for y'all. It's almost 4 minutes long, so it's not short, but I think you'll like it.
This is where we ship out to all our online customers the product that we manufacture, which is the EXP and the experience, and then we've got everybody else's product that we also sell. They print off the packing slips for each person. One pulls and signs it, one checks and signs it to make sure that they're getting everything that they actually ordered.
Are you British?
This is a sterilization machine. We can run powder through this to lower coliforms.
Look at that clean room.
This is the main warehouse where it's got our made products for EXP and experience. We're not only a online site, we're also a import and manufacturing company. So when we import the powder from Indonesia, it comes over to the quarantine side first. So all this powder that's coming from Indonesia, we have powder, we have crushed leaf. This is all in quarantine. Before it leaves Indonesia, we have it tested so to make sure that it's not got any coliforms or salmonella or heavy metals. And then when it comes to us here, we retest it.
Yes.
So we're shipping out about 2 tons right now to a customer. Here is our powder that's come out of quarantine to use for production. Here's all the bottles, lids, and jars that we use for our products. So this is the production side. This is Amy's office. She's our quality control. She makes sure that all procedures are good. At the start of the shift, when our production team comes in, they have to obviously put on their little booties. I'm going to get this for you right now. So I don't do this often.
Okay.
We have a hand sanitizer.
Look at that.
We have our hair nets, so some going to look very sexy on the video. So I'm going to So right now there's no production running. When everyone comes in here and production machines are running, obviously we get suited because we want our products to stay safe and clean. This is our bag filling machine. The bags go in. The machine grabs the bags, opens it up, puts the powder in, and then the bags come out. And this is our capsule machine that fills the bottles. The capsules get put in the top. They get shook all the way down here, and then they get put in 2 bottles at a time. And it runs along here. Someone will screw a lid on. This is the heat sealer. All our bottles are heat sealed. This is our batcher. So it'll batch the bottles with our date, batch number, so you can traceability of our product. Labeling machine. Bottles and jars go on here. Gets fed down, the label gets put on, and this fills our powder jars. So we have a 30 gram, 60 gram, 250, 500 gram, and 1 kilo jars. So the jars, obviously the powder goes in here, goes up into this machine, jars come along, and it does 2 at a time. You see you've got your different settings. So right now they've got it sit on the 500 gram jar. So your 500 gram jars would stop here, get filled, go down, the next 2 would come down, so on and so forth. This is our mixer. We do blends. Our EXP is a blend of green manga and then 2 other specialty strains. The powder gets put into each side of the mixer. It's a V-shaped mixer. They probably put about 50 to 60 kilos in at a time and blend it up.
Golly.
I know.
They're running the machine. Running the teacher machine right now. That's this side. They're not running it today. This is what makes our capsules. I believe it does 500 capsules a minute.
Whoa.
Wow.
Man.
Is that cool or is that cool?
Yeah,
That
I like
is
seeing
a
the behind the
clean room.
scenes like
Put
that.
it in my feed one day, and I was like, oh, I
So
got to play this
cool.
for everybody.
That is what a clean room is supposed to look like. And to think that we still have vendors that order directly from Indonesia and they pack their shit in their kitchen or bedroom.
Yeah.
Without even getting it tested after it gets here.
Yeah.
I'm still haunted by that photo that John Griggs
Oh,
shared with us a while back where
Oh.
somebody
that
is
one was
doing it
bad.
in their kitchen and there's like these big cooler ice chests real high with a baby in diapers sitting on top of one and they're putting together their kratom bags. I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
And there's stuff everywhere. Like
It just
there's
looks
shit
so
on the floor
nasty.
and everything.
Ew.
Like
It just looked like
I
a nasty kitchen in like somebody's house and that they weren't clean. And Carrie wants to know what company that is.
It's up to Madalyn if she wants to say it.
I don't mind saying EXP. Well, they mentioned the video EXP. I know that's one. They have multiple brand names. It's based here in Texas. That said was New Wave on the video. I think they have several names. Yeah, their Facebook page is New Wave, NUWAVE. But the product they were talking about was EXP. It's just one of there's so many different vendors now.
Yeah, we met the owner in DC and in Vegas.
Yeah, in DC. So it was cool in DC. After the congressional briefing on Capitol Hill, which was very cool to be there with Misty and a whole bunch of us advocates. Actually, was it before that? Maybe it was before that. It was a long day. It was a very long day. But at one point we had this meeting with Mac. And then they're like, okay, everybody go try to meet with, your senators, your House reps. So the building we were at, it was when we first did the senators, because the building we were at was where the senators, because, the House reps are way on the other side of the Capitol. Like it was pretty far. So for Texas, you have your, because they're all in that building, I think. So first of all, I got lost. And I'm not the kind of person that gets lost. I'm very good with navigating. And I got lost. I had to have somebody come find me and take me to where Texas was, to one of them. So I'm in the waiting room. I just showed up randomly and I'm like, I would like to talk to my senator or an aide about kratom. And they're like, they looked like deer in the headlights because I guess they're not used to people just showing up without an appointment. And I mean, this is your senator, right? And we all have 2 senators, each state you get 2 senators. So, so I randomly show up in one. So they were trying to see if they could get somebody to meet with me, an aide. So I'm just waiting, and in come these 3 guys, well dressed. So it turns out it was the guy from that EXP New Wave, and he's based where I'm based. And then you had another guy with them from Austin, another one based in Dallas. So it's basically kind of covering Texas, right? And that they're all big vendors. And so they had an appointment. So that's where I met them. Because they see me in the waiting room and they, because we had like a name tag on, didn't we, or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. They somehow knew like we're all
I
part
still
of
have
this.
mine.
So we start talking and we're waiting, and they're like, well, we have an appointment. So yeah, just come hang out with us and just go with us. And I'm like, cool. They end up not having anybody talk to us. Eventually they made us all leave. But I got to meet them, these guys, and they were very cool. And to see how this particular vendor does everything behind the scenes like that, what we just watch is amazing. Like that's how every kratom, as us as consumers, this is what we want. We want cleanliness. We want it done right. I don't want somebody getting this from overseas, putting it together in their kitchen and then selling it to me. That's gross.
We want regulations for fact's sake.
That's right. We certainly do.
We do. Carrie, did you meet Ted Cruz? No, I didn't even bother. I went to the other one because the other one seems friendlier. No, those of us in Houston, when we had the big freeze a few years ago,
he left, didn't he?
Him and his family left.
Went on a trip.
We had nothing, no electricity. We're in a freeze. It was hell here. Him and his family, his wife and kids, they take off. They leave and go to Mexico. So yeah, people in Houston were pretty ticked off at him. So no, I didn't even bother going to his office. I went to the other one, and he just seems friendlier anyway. So, but no, nothing happened when I went over there. But I tried. But I was able to go meet with an aide in my house rep, my local house rep. So that was cool.
And then later that day, when we were just trying to waste time before the reception started, we just went to different reps. Offices.
And Bernie Sanders. That was so funny.
That was when Bud he was trying to slide that packet into the door.
Yeah. That we had a great time doing that.
Oh, I'm so glad y'all got to do that. Like I said, I think it's a good thing when, you're part of something that, and you can actually go and meet each other and hang out, feel each other's energy in real life. You know what I mean? I love that.
Yeah. And that was one of the events that I crowdfunded for. So if you guys donated to the DC trip, thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
It was able to get us there. We were able to eat. And then the Ubers. Oh my God, the Uber rides. I
They
am
were
not
long.
going to pick the hotel.
Because Misty, I thought you knew what you're doing when you told me what hotel. I'm like, okay, I went and go sign up. Then I looked on a map after already, set a reservation. I'm like, why is it so far away? And I'm like, Misty knows what she's doing. I'm just gonna go wherever they're going. That's where I'm gonna go. That was a long Uber drive back and forth.
It
So
was like 45 minutes.
and it adds to the cost. And then you got Heidi and her mom and sister, and they're just staying in a hotel right there on Capitol Hill, which is like, yeah, we know better for
My
next time.
bad. It was my
It's
first
okay.
time planning an event.
Dude, if it was me, I am awful. I'm the type of person that just needs somebody to tell me what to, this is what we're going to do. Because I would have.
Right. Me too.
And then we go to the hotel, and the guy behind the counter is like, well, what are you guys here for? And we're like, for the Federal Credit Consumer Protection Act. So he goes on this little spiel about how his daughter was addicted to Kratom. So Josh is looking at me. Should we go to another hotel? And I'm like, no, we're here already. Not my problem. Shit. I can tell you
But it
where
was-
your daughter fucked up at.
Yeah. But it was fun getting to hang out with all these other advocates that you've talked to online, but to come together and hang out and meet in person. Like Bud. Bud was hilarious. And Bud is exactly the same in person as you see on TikTok. Sillier.
Dude, I would
Actually
love to see
sillier.
him and my husband in the same room together.
I know what Misty's laughing at. Misty's laughing because she's having flashbacks, since we're talking about this, to when we had a break for a few hours. It was late in the afternoon. We're all exhausted. And we're back where we started with Mac and the team. It's like this little underground cafe area under the buildings. And we're hanging out, me, Misty, Bud, Shayna, a few other people.
Julian.
But Julian, Julian's great. And Bud goes to sit down and he falls on the chair, just went out from under. And he's a big guy. And I mean, he falls. The whole place got quiet. Everybody looked, but nobody did anything.
Well, it's probably is he okay? When you see somebody fall.
No. First of all, they're all young because it's all the young people that work on Capitol Hill, right? They're all super young. They almost gave a look like you're bothering me, like you made too much noise, but nobody seemed to care. I think we were just in shock. But then Bud being Bud, he just kind of jumped up and I'm okay. And he just kind of like as if nothing really happened. It was just funny.
I don't remember what he had in his hand. I don't know if it was a drink or if it was a fruit cup or something. But so he goes to sit down on his aluminum chair, and his foot accidentally kicks the bottom of the chair. So when he goes to sit down, so then he falls on the ground. And to me, it was like slow motion roly poly.
It was.
He goes, but he still had his cup up. I'm sorry, Bud.
And then it's late in the day, I'm ready for my Kratom because I was due for my Kratom. And I'm the only one that had Kratom on. Nobody else had. All of us advocates, and everybody's like, "You have Kratom? You have Kratom?" I'm like, "Yeah, you want some?" I mean, I had tablets, I had powder, so I took my Kratom, and Misty and Bud are kind of let's do some swamp water. Misty's like, "I'll do the swamp water with you, Bud." So they made that funny video.
I only did it. Well, I needed it anyway because we were freaking tired.
It was a long day, and we still had a ways to go. We were not done. We still had that reception.
Yep. We got lost.
We got lost underground. We thought we were going to die because it was bad. And it was just.
I love hearing about it. I do.
Yeah.
Because after a certain hour or whatever, all the side doors close and you can't exit them. So we were trying to figure out how to get out of that damn place. So we take the elevator to the basement because I guess that was where the exit.
I don't know
was supposed to
how
be
we
at,
ended
some
up
shit.
down there.
But we're all just following one another. There's a whole group.
It's like a herd. It's like a herd.
Yeah.
We're just following each other. Nobody knows where they're going. But Misty and I are in the back of the herd. And I
Yeah.
remember we turned around and like the guy on the scooter
Yeah, this guy
went by. But the log, eventually he catches up. It took him forever. He could have walked faster.
Yeah, I know.
So we're just
Oh,
looking.
looked up.
And
He was a security guard and comes scooting up on the scooter. We're like,
it
how
was
do
a
we get out of
slow
here?
scooter. Yeah, we're like, get us out of here. Oh man. It was so much twinkle. It was so much I mean, I don't know how I did all that.
Kratom.
Thank God for Kratom because it
Yeah.
was that I remember looking at my phone
Yeah.
to see how many steps I did that day. I mean, I did like a
Oh,
crazy number of steps.
yeah. I think I
It wa-
posted it on how many I did. I
It
don't
was so many that was just too hard. Brittany says that she would be down to be the one to plan and coordinate a Kratom Pals meetup.
know.
That would be cool. We need to
Yeah.
have a meetup.
Yeah, we really do.
Really
we really
cool.
do.
But right now since we're so focused on keeping this shit legal, or trying to overturn state bans or just getting it federally legal. So right now we just kind of focus on when around about that time.
Yeah,
frame is
through an
when
event that when we all
Yeah.
like something we all want to go to, and it's like, well, then that's that opportunity for us to all hang out and do.
That's
And
where
that's and that's the kind of thing I used to do in my old, for those that don't know, I started building online communities in the 90s. I did my first big online community for female musicians. I started it in 1996, and one of the big things we used to do for like 20 years that I ran it was when we would go to a big music conference or music event or South by Southwest in Austin, all the big things, like I would always bring our community together because so many would go to these different events. It's like, well, let's plan, our group. So it's kind of like the community within the community. It was always so much fun. So I love stuff like that. It was so great with DC because like I was at a place where it's like, okay, I want to travel. I want to go like do something to help advocate. And the DC thing was like, okay, this sounds like something cool and worthwhile. And it was so great. Like the benefit is hanging out with all the cool people we've all known online.
Yeah, because we were advocating all together anyway for at least like
a while,
8, 9
Yeah.
months before DC over there on X.
quite a while.
Yeah.
It's just cool to get to know people online and then actually get to see them, and,
Yeah.
hang out, feel their energy, laugh, have a good time,
Yeah.
Like the first night we got there, we all got settled in our hotel room. Then we went down to the hotel restaurant. That was fun.
That was fun.
Like we were dead ass tired. We were dragging ass. You could tell we were tired. Me and Bud, like we had been awake for at least 24 hours. It was just, but we had fun just sitting there at that big
sitting
ass
there and
table.
hanging out. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And just being around all these other Kratom advocates in person, all these people that you've known and loved for so long, but to just be in their presence.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very cool. And then meeting other cool people, like you had Josh with you, he was cool. And Shayna was there, Shayna Brown, that was really cool. Getting to meet her in person and just all the different people. Getting to meet Mac in person, that was super cool.
Yeah. It's always.
And
I
Ryan,
I told my husband he's going to sign my wheelchair one day. I've had like two famous people sign my wheelchair. And
Really?
so that's just like a thing that I have. Like, can you sign my wheelchair?
Who signed it?
It's a couple voice actors from animes like Bleach,
Oh.
Ichigo. Yeah.
I'm
I
lost in the
didn't
anime
get
world.
I met SpongeBob. The dude talks for SpongeBob, but it was before I started doing that.
that's cool.
Yeah.
There'll be something that we can all get together at in person and then,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
probably do like a Kratom Gals live stream from wherever we're at.
Oh, that'd be
Sounds
so
great.
cool.
We would totally do something like because I love stuff like because back in my music days, like I started Twitter chat in when did I do that? 2011. And so and it was always on a Thursday. I don't know what it is with me and Thursdays because that's when we do our Kratom Real Talk.
Yeah.
Twitter chat. And my Twitter Smarter I used to do was on a Thursday. I just like I don't know, Thursdays it was like a good luck charm, I guess. And so when I used to do my musician one, it used to be Thursday night. And whenever we'd all go, a bunch of us get together and do like the big music conferences and stuff, I'd be like, whoever through my music community that was there, I said, let's all come hang out, come in my hotel room, or we'll go pick a spot and let's all do the Twitter chat. But we're all on our phones or laptops doing the Twitter chat, but we're all sitting together. And then
Right.
more, I mean, that was from a long time ago, but then like more recently, and I mean like years ago, for my Twitter Smarter, because I used to help teach people how to use Twitter. When I had that community go to the conferences to speak, then I would get the group, because that one was that was a Thursday afternoon, and I would also live stream it sometimes. And so then there was a time where the whole big group from my Twitter chat was at this conference. We got this huge table and we all just sat there and we did the chat together, and I live streamed me, and I had somebody be my guest on the chat in person. It was so freaking cool. So I love doing stuff like that. So I would love for us to, like, next time we get together for something, whether it's one of our chats, Twitter chats from Wednesday or Thursday that we normally do, or a special edition of the Kratom Gals.
Yeah.
That'd be like a
down for
special edition.
ultra special.
Yeah.
Ultra special. Yeah, that'd be cool. I can't believe we're coming up on 2 hours already. Wow, we like did more talking than video watching.
I
You
know.
never know with the Kratom Gals what we're gonna do, but we had such a lively audience today. Y'all just kept the
Yeah, thanks
conversation
everybody
going.
for coming.
Yeah.
Thank
It's like
you.
thundering like crazy. We got some huge storm that just like came out of nowhere. I didn't even know it was gonna rain today. I keep hearing it, and yeah, the radar looks terrible. I'm just like, as long as it doesn't mess up my internet so I don't lose y'all. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, I still had more stuff for us to watch, but
So
we'll
humid
just
here.
save it for next week. Yeah, it's summertime. Oh joy, hot and humid. Always fun. I thought what we would close out today with watching the trailer for The Green Miracle. We haven't watched it in a while, and there might be some people here who haven't seen it yet. So
Nice.
if you don't know, Jordan Richard from New Hope Botanicals, him and Tim Chakal are making a documentary about Kratom. They were in DC with us filming. Actually, you'll see in this trailer, Misty's in it, Bud. They did an amazing job, and they're not done. They say they probably still have another year to go before they'll be completed. They're still raising money for this. This
'Cause
trailer
right now
is
they're just
awesome.
self-funding everything.
They're self-funding it, but they
Yeah.
are taking donations.
Yeah.
They are taking donations through, what was the website? I know it's on Coffee. They're doing that Coffee.
Yeah, that's right.
It's linked on the YouTube I'm about to play. But I will, for everything we've watched, I will have links to all of these videos over on the Kratom Stories podcast YouTube. So when this live stream's over, I'll go grab all the links of including those TikToks and that cool Facebook with that behind the scenes at that Kratom company. But I'll be sure to link this video we're about to watch and the link to where they're taking donations if you want to help support. It's going to be amazing. So if you haven't seen it yet, you're in for a treat. If you have seen it, like we all have, it's fun to watch again because it's so freaking good.
It really is good.
We haven't watched it in a while. Tim is an amazing filmmaker,
Yes.
and Jordan was really great. You all will see if you haven't seen it. It's
I'm
so
currently
well done.
waiting for Jordan's wife to have her baby.
I've been thinking
She's
that every
doing-
day that I see him on
Hey.
TikTok. I'm like, I
Yes.
wonder
Yeah,
how she's doing.
because he'll make a video about having the
Yeah,
baby.
I'm waiting for that because she's due any day now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
come on now, come on.
Wow. Yeah. But you're gonna love this video. Misty's in it, but you only see the back of my head for 2 seconds. When you see Shayna Brown hugging somebody, that's me. That's the back of my head. So it's a whole couple of seconds. But it was just, they're doing an amazing job with this documentary. I cannot wait till they get it completed. And there's actually multiple documentaries. There's another one that is completed that I'm in, but it hasn't been released yet. Once there's a trailer, I'll be sure to play it here. And the one with that Kratom bar, Misty, that lady, they were filming, and there were a lot of filming going on in DC.
Yeah. I just like when you can watch a documentary or, just the trailer, for example, you can feel like the passion in it that people are trying to convey. You know, I like
Yeah.
to watch stuff like that because I feel
Yeah.
it's more genuine. You know, it's not
Mhm.
just something thrown together.
Yeah. I mean,
Me
this
too. Brit,
yeah.
baby cakes. Yeah, I cry every time at the end.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen it in a
Damn it.
while, so I thought, why don't we watch it together again? It's been a while since we watched it, and it just puts that reminder, like, you know, to help spread the word about it. If you haven't shared this video, be sure to share it. Help get them some more support. Help them get some donations so they can keep at it, because this is going to be a phenomenal documentary.
Hell yeah.
It
Just
could,
like a leap of faith saved us, this documentary will
it's gonna
save
save,
somebody.
it's going to save, it's
Absolutely,
going to
yeah.
save a lot of people. So let's play this
Yeah.
as we wrap up. Thank you all so
Yep.
much. We got 84 people live. I know people come and go on the live stream, but right now we got 84 people here. So thank you for hanging out and spending time with us. We do this every Saturday from 2 to 4 Eastern time. Sometimes longer. You never know with us. We've done 3-hour marathons. When I was at the Apple store yesterday trying to figure out which laptop to get since I need a new one, the guy was like, well, what do you use this for? And I'm like, podcasting and live streaming mostly. And he's like, are they shorter? I mean, he was asking the right questions. And thank God I had him help me, because I almost bought the wrong one.
Oh, wow.
Because he was like, well, how long? And I'm like, well, podcast is not too long, but the live streams, sometimes they go for 3 hours. He goes, okay. Because I was going to get the MacBook Air. He goes, no, you want the MacBook Pro because it has the built-in fan. The MacBook Air doesn't. And I'm like, if you're doing a 3-hour live
Yeah.
stream, the way all that stuff is doing, that you need a little fan in there.
Be
And I was
cooking
like,
eggs on it.
I didn't think about that. So I'm so glad
Right.
he helped advise me on the right one to get. So I'm still setting it up. I was hoping to do that for the unboxing behind me instead of doing my phone, but I don't have it ready. You know, when you get a new computer, you have to do so many things to get
Yeah.
it shaped up and ready to go. I couldn't pull up too much on it yet. So, but hopefully starting next week, I'll be using that for the live stream. Anyway, let's watch The Green Miracle. And thank you all for hanging out with us.
My name's Jordan Richard. I'm 32 years old. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a business owner. And I used to be a drug addict.
My name's Chrissy, and I was an EMT, and in 2007, I got a back injury. I was on like 20 or 25 methadone a day.
What were you addicted to?
Pain pills, benzos, muscle relaxers, alcohol, and cocaine.
I've had 240 operations. I had already been taking opioid for over 30 years. I had lost all hope until I took that first dose of kratom. Or kratom.
Kratom. Kratom. Kratom.
Kratom.
Kratom.
In the heart of America and around the world, a botanical revolution is brewing. A humble plant known as kratom is captivating minds and igniting debates.
The FDA wanted to schedule kratom and have it banned in the United States.
There is no one that can credibly say that the FDA is not heavily influenced by pharma.
As a member of the coffee family, it is praised for its reported benefits.
I have stopped 19 out of 21 meds. Wow. Because of kratom.
And vilified for its potential dangers.
So why does she hate it though?
She says that, people have been known to die from it.
3 people have died from kratom. That's 2 more than last year.
Kratom saved my life. It saved my kid's life. My life's completely different now.
It stands at the crossroad of hope.
We have our son back.
And controversy.
So what's the legal consequences if you're caught with kratom in your state?
Well, you could be arrested.
But not all is well for the botanical newcomer. In an ever-divided nation, 2 opposing forces clash with fervor. On one side, impassioned advocates extol its life-saving virtues.
A kratom advocate is somebody who publicly and passionately advocates to keep kratom legal.
On the other, grieving voices mourn the loss of loved ones, attributing it to kratom's alleged dark side.
A mother testified about the death of her son, and she said that her son had taken pure kratom and had died.
In the halls of power, conflicting voices echo. The Food and Drug Administration sounds the alarm, branding kratom as a perilous opioid.
substances like kratom fall into this conundrum where FDA can say, well, there's no benefit.
While the former head of Health and Human Services has warned of dire consequences if the plant were to be banned.
If there were truly 44 people that died of kratom and there are hundreds more that they claim, it would be banned.
Yeah.
The HHS said, no, it's not accurate.
Reaching far back through the centuries, Kratom's story weaves through the fabric of Southeast Asian history, steeped in tradition, culture, and yes, controversy. It has been the companion of laborers and the solace of the suffering for centuries. In the modern world, its allure is promising and concerning. From the toiling fields to the urban sprawl, its users seek refuge from the shackles of depression, anxiety, opioid withdrawal, and the relentless grip of chronic pain.
I was on my way out the door to take my own life.
Yet amidst the clamor, a sobering truth emerges. Kratom's rise underscores a society grappling with the fallout of opioid overprescription and a populace desperate for relief from a healthcare system that has turned its back on them.
They fired me, and in the midst of me trying to find another pain management doctor, that's when I went to the streets and started doing cocaine.
In the tumult of conflicting narratives and fervent beliefs, one question lingers.
I'm noticing from talking to people that how many programs are there for the decriminalization of hard drugs because it's safer for people to consume rather than getting it in other illicit ways, and yet a lot of very powerful people are coming down on kratom trying to make it illegal. That to me is suspicious.
Is kratom a life-saving herb or a botanical menace?
Coroners called almost 60% of these deaths due to kratom or metragine.
As the debate rages on, the answer fades further into obscurity among the barrage of misinformation and implicit bias.
You were put in jail facing all these crazy charges for a plant.
Yeah, man, I do think it's bullshit.
But it appeared that the government was trying to do all they could to promote false information about kratom.
Join us
We're making a kratom documentary
as we travel the globe, interviewing real people with real stories and discovering why people support or condemn this mysterious herb.
Addiction.
We will be presenting the facts, challenging the narrative, and determining if the case for kratom can stand on its own.
I really stepped out of my comfort zone a lot.
For better or for worse.
Again, many of the individuals who currently are suffering from opioid addictions, they're most likely not even aware of the fact that kratom is available. I think it's one of nature's miracles.
So join us as we tell the tale of a little-known plant in Southeast Asia.
Oh, that part gets me every time.
Every time.
Oh man, that was so good. Such a great documentary. Can't wait for it to come out.
That's why.
I mean, if that's all if that's just the trailer, can you imagine a full documentary of
It's
that?
like you got to take a
Yeah.
few seconds after every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For those of you unfamiliar with Marshall Price's story, he was arrested and sentenced to 10 years in prison for 200 grams of kratom in Arkansas. And in December of 2022, he was suspiciously murdered. I will always say murdered, but he was murdered in Greene County Jail in Arkansas. And the family have yet to find any answers. They closed the case, and when the AKA can establish the dates for the interim meeting in Arkansas, that's when us kratom advocates are going to come full force with our shields high and advocate to help overturn that state ban for Marshall Price.
Yeah.
His death was totally preventable. He would still be alive today if the FDA didn't come down hard on these states back in 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
That's the reason why Arkansas banned Kratom, because the FDA said the DEA was going to schedule it. It never happened. So these states didn't even bother overturning their own bans.
Yeah, Gabby's asking when is it coming out, the documentary. Our understanding is that they're still going to be filming probably for another year or so. With it being grassroots and them raising money and spending their own money, is they have other places they want to travel to. So it may still be a year or so before it comes out. But if anybody can help support, definitely feel free to go to their link. I'm going to be posting it. It's on their YouTube. Let me
see, when we were made aware of Marshall Price's sentencing, he was still alive. We had communication with him. And then 3 weeks later, he was dead.
It's
so
just
senseless.
like not right. You know,
it's not right.
All right, I'm going to pull up the donation page if anybody wants to help. It's through a site called Coffee. It's ko-fi.com/thegreenmiracle. That's it takes you to this page here. So this is where they're taking donations, either one time or monthly, to help raise the money for this. So it's called Coffee. It's kind of like buy me a coffee type. So ko-fi. So ko-fi.com/thegreenmiracle, and that'll take you to this website where you can look at all these comments that people have been donating. That's great.
Jordan is not using this documentary to promote his Kratom, his
No,
company.
Not at all. Never even mentions it.
Yeah,
That's not
and
what
he's
this
made
is
that
about.
made that clear too. I mean, and you can tell. I mean, yeah, he's just it's good to see that.
He's not a typical vendor that's just trying to make a buck. He is like a lot of the vendors that I personally purchase my Kratom from. Actually, every single vendor I buy from, they're all the same. They discovered Kratom. It saved their life. They became a big advocate. And then like, hey, I want to help change the world. I'm going to sell it too, so I can educate people and help people and keep changing lives. Like, it was not first on the list. It was like at the end, like, let me go ahead and sell it because I can help so many people. I learned a lot. I know a lot. Let me help save lives.
It's passing on the passion.
Yes, because every single one of them are so passionate, and they all were in DC, like all these vendors. That
And I mean,
know.
if it were something that he was going to profit off of, again, it goes back to, you can tell. You know, you can feel the passion in the trailer. You know, it's not about that.
Craig makes a good point here. He says, trouble with showing up in Arkansas is we won't be able to have our Kratom. Yes, that's correct. That's why I'm going to make sure wherever I stay, it's going to be wherever is the closest state line.
Right on the border of the state line.
Because
that's
for my chronic pain, I cannot.
And we were looking this up a couple weeks back, and like I said, my cousin lives in Texarkana.
Yeah, she said she's on the border.
Yeah, so driving from Texarkana to the Little Rock, Arkansas state capital is like 2-ish hours,
Yeah.
So I figure we drive there, 2 hours, go at the Capitol for about 2, 3, 4 hours, go eat dinner with everybody that showed up, and then drive back.
So it's Texarkana?
Yeah.
I think I'm like 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from Little Rock. So,
yeah. So, Madalyn could come, and if she wants to get a hotel or whatever in Texarkana and ride with us, if anybody else who wants to fly out of the country, fly from, fly from within the country, get to Texarkana, and we could just rent a bus or something. I don't know, but we'll make it work. Shit.
Yeah.
And I could guarantee you that the Arkansas cops or whatever, they'll probably we'll be on their radar when we show up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. I could even see them doing like a full search or some shit. You know what I'm saying? When we get to court. Come on, baby.
Tearing everything out of whatever vehicle we're driving.
And I'm not trapped in active addiction anymore, so I ain't gonna do shit to break the law. But I'm going to dose my Kratom right in Texas right before we cross over the invisible state line.
Yep.
Venus, thank you for sharing the link. I meant to just ask if one of y'all could do that. Thank you. So that's the link right there. It's pronounced coffee. Doesn't look like it. I used to always go coffee.
Ko-fi. Or like lo-fi.
Yeah, Ko-fi. Yeah.
It'll be clickable after this live is over.
Yeah, I'll grab the link and put it in the description. Carrie says she can fit 7 people in her car. That's good to know.
Nice.
Oh, Angela says that she could probably take a Greyhound to Texarkana. That's cool. Craig says Sheriff Buford T. Justice will be in our houses. Yeah, that's what worries me. It's like, are we going to get harassed and shit?
My record's clean now, so
Same.
I already did my time for my crimes I previously committed.
Yep.
Well, gals. Misty, your
I
hair
don't know.
looks
We
so
might
different when
wanna
you bend
do it
down.
so
It's
quick.
like seeing
I
all that
know.
blonde. It's like I'm not used to seeing that.
I need to
You know,
do
we
dye
could
my
always
hair.
do like Mike and just like clean out some bags.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And bring
Just
them
to
to
mess
court.
with them.
Yeah.
Just to mess with them. Yeah.
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 Yep. I like that.
Yeah.
So Buford could be like, "Oh, I got you for some kratom." No, you didn't, motherfucker. You got me for empty bags.
Not
with
today,
kratom on it.
Buford. Not today, Buford.
But then you're waiting 8 months for them to test the paper towels in the bag to make sure that there really isn't
Right.
anything on
Because there's
there.
that guy that went to jail with moringa and they
Yeah.
took him 8 months to test it and then they had to let him out. It's like, could you imagine you get thrown in jail? They think it's something and it's not.
I saw somebody on social media. I mean, it was Reddit, but they were saying they were going to go to Alabama and wanted some
I saw that
suggestions.
too.
And somebody said moringa. I'm like, yeah, you just
But I also
good
saw
luck.
people like I don't know who because Reddit usernames are freaking
Yeah.
wild as hell. But I did see some people drop talking about Shayna Brown's story. So thank you
Yeah,
for
I did
that if
too.
you're-
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, and people will comment shit like that on my TikToks. And I'm like, I'd be telling them I would not publicly admit something like that. You're on a
No.
public platform. So I don't know. Like I
Yeah.
said, I feel sorry for the people that live in these illegal states, but that's why we exist.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
advocating loudly and proudly so that we can get regulations for fact's sake.
So
That's-
ignorant. So ignorant. That dude.
Thank you for taking care of that, Venus, getting him out of
You're
those
welcome. I think
comments.
he's hidden now.
You think you took him down?
I think he's hidden now. Yeah, it said hidden, so I guess that means forever he can't come back.
I think he can still watch. I don't know, honestly.
I don't know. I would just block
Can
him.
watch but not comment.
Yeah. So,
I would just
us
block him.
white girls are still gonna be proud.
So stupid.
We don't know how to us white girls don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Like, whatever, dude.
Ignorant.
Totally. Well, we'll be back on Wednesday for the special edition. For those that have not been with us these last 2 hours and 12 minutes that we've been live, we mentioned at the very beginning that we will be doing a special edition of the Kratom Gals Wednesday at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. We're going to broadcast the American Kratom Association webinar.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun. We'll hang out together, comment, chat, watch them do their webinar, and then talk about it afterwards. It's always really helpful and informative about the various
yeah.
legal issues. If you want to stay on top of legal issues and advocacy, this is definitely great to watch.
If
And
you're
we-
watching
And I'll
my
keep the chat.
Okay. If you're watching my live stream from my YouTube, I just got a new subscriber, so thank you for subscribing to my channel.
Yay. Angela
I got
says
that
she'll be there.
notification.
That's so cool, Jennifer.
Those
Angela says she'll be
fireworks.
there.
Right on, Angela.
Jennifer, thank you for being here. We love you too.
Yeah.
My
Love
fellow
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see y'all next time. If you came here late, watch the replay as soon as this is done, as soon as we stop recording this. So the replay will be available wherever you're watching. Because at the beginning, I did an unboxing, which I know many of y'all, we have so many people here live now. We didn't have nearly as many people here a few hours ago, but I unboxed huge box from Carrie at Miss T's merch. I ordered a Kratom Pals t-shirt because we have Kratom Gals t-shirts. We're all wearing our Kratom Gals. We also have Kratom Pals. Let me go grab it. Hold on.
Yeah, and hashtag replay.
Oh, there you go. Hashtag replay.
I got a big box of goodies here. Hold on. All right. So I got all these different t-shirts, but we now have these. I want to see the one I actually ordered. Carrie was so awesome sending me a whole bunch. But the shirt I ordered is this new Kratom Pals. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I like that.
But I got a whole bunch, Kratom Pals, Kratom Gals, all kinds of merch. So thank you to Carrie for all of that. That was so awesome. So if you want to get your own Kratom Gals or Kratom Pals merch, go to missteesmerch.com or go to kratomstoriespodcast.com/t-shirts. And you can go get your own. Show them love and support.
If you order shirts, Kratom Gals or Kratom Pals, some of that proceeds go to help Madalyn with her podcasting and all that stuff. So,
always
keeping it within
appreciate
the
it.
community.
Yeah, let me pull up the page real quick. I realized I still had it up. So when you go to the website here, there's scroll down, you'll see all these different. First of all, you can have anything customized you want. Carrie will totally work with you. We got these cool Kratom Gals t-shirts like we're wearing, also stickers, and this Kratom Real Talk, which is really cool. I have that one right there, that blue one. And then further down is the Kratom Pals, all these new Kratom Pals. You got t-shirts, hoodies, and tank tops. So super cool. Feel free to go online and order your own to show your love and support.
Hell yeah.
Y'all just showing up here shows the love and support. So we appreciate that.
Yeah,
so
we
much.
do appreciate y'all. It's always fun hanging out, seeing everybody. And
We would do it anyway. I mean, if nobody showed up, I think we'd all be here doing this anyway.
Totally.
It's like the cherry on top. Now we got 96 people here live. It's so awesome. Like, we really appreciate y'all coming and hanging out. The comments were on fire today. Y'all were conversing a lot with us. It was so awesome. Brittany says that Nashville is only a 5-hour Sprinter ride away.
where are you at, Britt?
Baby cakes?
Yeah, 'cause
Baby cakes? I'm 4 hours from Nashville. Well, 3.5 from Nashville. I'm in Memphis. No, I'm not single. Taken.
What kind of comment is that?
Taken.
Are we getting like trolls now? What the hell?
Hill.
Who's that?
It's on somebody's YouTube.
What is it with YouTube today?
I don't know. But hey, thanks
Well,
for
it's nice to
the
see,
engagements.
people coming over from YouTube.
Yeah. It's just an odd comment.
Yeah.
People today. But it's always so much fun hanging out with y'all. Yeah, we'd be here whether anybody showed up or not, because we love doing this and getting together and just talking about Kratom and how it's helped us.
Yep. For fuck's sake.
Oh, I'm going to be walking around saying that all day.
Yeah.
Okay, Till says no trolling, honey cake. Okay.
I know we're like at the point where it's just like we're just having a good laugh.
That's great.
It's like, okay, whatever. I don't know whose YouTube that's on.
You can look but can't touch.
It's not my YouTube.
That's mine too.
Man, Venus, what's with your YouTube today? I just checked mine.
I don't know. It must be all the bad neighbor stuff. I infiltrating it.
Oh. Well,
lesson learned.
They just help the algorithm. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're really going to go now. So we'll see y'all on Wednesday for the special edition Kratom Gals, and we'll be back next Saturday for our usual Saturday Kratom Gals. And be sure to join our Kratom Real Talk. And we also have a mailing list, an email list over at kratomstoriespodcast.com. Be sure to get on the mailing list because I send out an email every week with the latest going on with the Kratom Gals, the podcast, and all things Kratom that we're doing.
We'll see you Wednesday for the special edition.
That's right.
That's cool, Jennifer. Yep. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks
everybody.
for coming.
See y'all.
Bye. Thank you.